How's everybody doing tonight? Wasn't sure what I was going to be streaming, as I mentioned at the very end of the Pikmin Squared stream from yesterday. And then Nintendo just kind of hit us out of nowhere with a Mario Kart World update. And it wasn't a small little thing like, oh, a little bug fix here, or maybe adjusting some courses there for online play. No, they just flat out added new stuff to the game. Just out of the blue, Shadow dropped it. So I guess I know what I was going to be playing for tonight. Sorry, a little bit later, but had some little tech issues. At least we got them sorted out because we're going to be streaming tonight in 1440p, bringing back that 1440 since Mario Kart runs in that. I figured why not just stream in the higher resolution because we have access to it. So we're going to be taking a look at the Mario Kart World update tonight and just kind of hanging out, playing the game in general. I was reading through some of these patch notes and some things caught my eye when I was getting told about the update yesterday in the middle of the stream, actually, because this happened, I believe it was like 9 p.m. Eastern yesterday. It just kind of came out of nowhere. So to go over a little bit of what the update is about, this is the page from Nintendo's website themselves. And let's just take a look at what they added in version 1.4.0 that was released just yesterday. So to start, one of the things I was really hoping they would put in the game, and it wasn't here at launch, and then Sonic Racing Cross Worlds came out, and it had this feature. The last game had this feature. I wanted to come back. It's finally here. Added custom items to the item rules, and this works in pretty much every mode of the game. Versus race, balloon battle, coin runners, online, wireless play. So we can finally bring back some of those goofy game modes. Like the one I used for the trailer for the YouTube stream, where we just, play bullet bills only. That kind of stuff can come back in full force. And I'm super excited for that, because custom item races are just some of my favorite kind of races to play in Mario Kart in general. Again, this was there in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe via one of its later updates when it was getting DLC. And custom items was just a thing in Sonic Racing Cross Worlds from day one. So this is a mode I played in a couple different racers. Glad to see it's back. Made it so music track name and source title will be played in the pause menu. It's much easier to track the music. And you can adjust its sound now, which is good. But also, this is an interesting one we might try later tonight as well. Made it so that players who gathered in a room of online play can participate in race, knockout tour, and battle. And this works up to 4 different players specifically. So, I was a little confused what this meant. I thought this meant people playing on a local system can jump online together. Now can do that without the 4 people on the same system. It's still limited to just 2 people on one system specifically, but now you can actually have a room of friends where you can go ahead and actually jump into a worldwide together. That's great, because now instead of, oh, let me play a game. Hi there, Ethan, how you doing? I'll use you as an example. If you want to play worldwide with me, I have to race in one of those modes myself, and then you can join me. Now, if you want to play worldwide with me, I make a room, you join the room, then we'll queue up together. This is a super nice thing, and I'm glad this is an option. Up to 4 people can do this now. This is going to be great for squad racing, so I'm very happy to see this. But also, yeah, I get it. You gotta pop in before dinner. Hopefully you have a good dinner yourself. We'll be playing this all night tonight, so you'll have a chance to join in when you're back at that point. But thanks for being the example for this little talking point. That actually worked out. So, there's a lot of other things too, like this is huge. Added restart next race in the pause menu for versus race. This is great for practicing now from what I hear. But the one I'm most curious about, it's the most vague one, but it's massive apparently. Change the course layout of below courses for the versus race or race in online play or wireless play. These are what we call the intermission tracks. I know a lot of people don't really like the name. It's just kind of something that's stuck. These are the races where you go from track A to track B. And there's a lot of straight lines. People don't like the straight lines. Nintendo took that criticism to heart for some of these, and they retooled them. But notice, though, it's specifically Koopa Troopa Beach. That is here multiple times. The Koopa Troopa ones were known as some of the worst tracks in the game for those intermissions, the racing between one to another. Pretty much every single Koopa Trooper intermission has been reworked in some fashion, and the big one is down here at the very bottom. change it so that all races heading towards the Koopa Troopa Beach course, now you finish with 2 laps instead of 1. That's right, the race is going to last, once you get to the final course, from 15 seconds to 30 seconds. We're going to get so much closer to a minute at this rate. It's going to be great. It's not that big of a difference, but hey, Koopa Troopa Beach, by the time you get there, you blink and you're done. It was way too short. Adding an extra lap makes a pretty big difference. These are still not going to be the way to play for most people. But they're making an attempt at trying to make the worst part of the game in fans' eyes a lot better. And I'm hoping that they do more of this, honestly, because this is big. Now, mind you, it says in versus race, which would be just playing online or wireless play. It does not mention anything about Grand Prix or knockouts, so that stuff has not been changed. Maybe in the future they'll change things there if they find it fit. But as of right now, I'm going to play these courses to see what they changed specifically. Because it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They made 8 changes. It's pretty significant. And then the other thing's pretty minor. I don't really need to talk about it too much, but the big ones for me, we're going to be playing around with those custom items quite a lot. That's going to be super fun. And the fact that we have decent intermissions now going to Koopa Troopa won't be as bad if these pop up every once in a while online. So this is going to be an interesting one. But for now, let's get that game started. I'm going to use this layout for tonight just because it makes more sense for that 1440p. And I'm over here specifically because all the stuff on that side is going to be the HUD stuff, which is going to be too much. I don't want to cover up HUD. Alright, there we go. Also, I gotta get myself all situated here first. Move wreck my monitors and all that. Yeah, no, I was actually talking to Amber earlier. She told me Matt got a Switch 2 today, which, good timing, because of this. He actually gets to experience some of those new updates from Mario Kart World on his own system, which that's really cool. Plus, do I want to talk about a depressing thing just to start the stream tonight, or do we just try to avoid the 2-letter terms that's been destroying technology as a whole? Because that's the thing. I'm glad he's gotten the system, because I recommend people now, if you're looking at any kind of piece of technology, get it now. Things are looking pretty bad to go into 2026, between shortages and just prices increasing in general. And I do believe the Switch 2 is going to have a price hike. It's seeming more likely by the day because of just a lot of part shortages. So, to get it now is ideal if you have any interest in the system, and more's come out now for the Switch 2. Not enough to still justify it to some people, but I'm just worried about the future. That's really where I'm going with this. Again, man, I don't want to talk about those 2 A and I words, because it's destroyed a lot. I think I'll talk about that story probably in a bit, because I just want to start off on a light note and to try out some of these intermissions. You know, if we're doing the Koopa Troopa, I might as well play with the Baby Blooper and Mario. So it's already defaulted to custom items for me. That's cool. Let's bump them up to hard race count. We'll do 8 just because we're going to check out every mission in this. So let's go ahead and just play with literally whatever. Like, you can do random. So I could just have that monstrosity. Why would you want the fire, ice, and boomerang flower? Like, what? No. Like, you can have some interesting combos on this. I don't want to start too terrible, so let's just... I'm using random just to get a pick, but I want to pick out something that's not going to make me pull my hair out. You know, I'm actually fine with that combo. Yeah, we'll just play with that. That's pretty tame. Takes away a lot of the big items that people don't like, while still keeping in some of the balancing things like the blue shell and red shells. Alright, so let me make a list of these intermissions, since I want to check out all 8. I'm going to make my own list, so it's easier for me to keep track. I'm going to check them off one at a time. Races that head from is the term I want to delete on like all of these, because I don't need the same word like 8 times. Actually, if that's the case. Let me get my notepad out instead of using Google Keep, because I could just mark it off in Notepad++. Yeah, enjoy your dinner there, Ethan. We'll see you in a bit. Alright, so let me take this turn, races ahead from, and replace it with literally nothing. Hey, organization. Alright, cool. So, the first one up is Koopa Troopa Beach, the DK Spaceport. I'm actually fine to burn out because it's still an intermission at the end of the day, so I'm still going to want to chill back here. But it's also going to be a good opportunity for me to see things in the back. So I know in custom items, I've seen how this update works in some gameplay already. If you don't have the dash food on, it just doesn't appear anywhere on the map. So some people are kind of surprised about that. I don't know why. To me, that just makes a lot of sense. It's kind of what the option would do. But yeah, look at the map. It's a lot more twisty-turny now. It's not just drive straight ahead, because we would actually be going straight at this point towards DK Spaceport. We would actually be almost out of the water. That's how close we would be at this stage. So we just take a whole U-turn there. That's completely unnecessary, but it adds a lot more to the course. Then we have this top section for grinding. And that takes us into DK Spaceport proper. I guess I'll use this. That's a lot better. I think the rest of this is the same, but that specific little twist and turn in the water makes a pretty big difference. In the past, you would not be playing that much of the water section. It just kind of feels boring. You're driving a straight line, barely any tricks to do. And if you're not in like the middle, taking the boost pads, you are significantly going slower, because water in this game is very slow. But this here, pretty big difference. I had a feeling. I had to try it. I haven't done the shortcut there in like months. So, ever since Sonic Racing Cross World's come out, I haven't actually played this like at all. It's been 2 months since I last played Mario Kart World, really. So I'm going to be rusty at the game. At least to start. But yeah, the course is going to be the same, so there's nothing really to say here. If you played DK Spaceport before, it's the same course. So at this point, I already know what to expect. I'm going to use this now because I just want to get away from the action. It's CPU, so they're not going to play things in the same way that a human would. Don't have to worry about some insane snipes. Plus, I got a mushroom, so that's going to be good for dodging. I say as a red shell comes my way. Well, now I have to hope that a boo doesn't take this. Or another red. Yeah, that makes sense, too. Well, thankfully it went below, so I don't have to worry about it. I'm still going to hold this, though. I don't want to use this yet. There it is. And that's why you hold your mushrooms. It's nice to actually have decent items in first place. Because if I was playing normally, I'd be having a lot of coins right now. That's why I'm very happy about custom items. I did hear, though, that this was the same problem in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, so it did kind of transfer into this game, too, unfortunately. If you used custom items, the cooldown times between blue shells and other power items like bullet bills, lightning bolts, stuff like that, the cooldown timer doesn't work correctly. So they can show up immediately when you start the game, while normally you have to wait like a minute, let's say, for a lightning item to even appear in the roulette. So that's the only downside with this specific setup. You will see those power items more often, no matter what rule set you're playing for custom items. That's the unfortunate downside. Alright, here's another one. This is very infamous. This specific intermission track has been deemed probably the worst by fans. If not one of the worst in the game, depending on who you ask. Because it's literally just a straight line going in water. There is nothing going on this one at all. It's very bare bones. But in this update, they did actually add something new. It is, yes, a straight line still, don't get me wrong. Look at that line. Ooh, such a beautiful line. Said nobody. But I did already see some of these intermissions, not all of them, but I have seen this one. This one does have something unique to it. It's after this ramp, I believe. There it is. There's a unique aspect. So those rails that are in the open world section with the vines were not present, at least to my understanding, in any course up to this point. But here they are. They added the rails from single player into a multiplayer stage. It's really nice to see that because now we actually have a little bit of variety here. Plus there's more things to do in the water, more ramps to trick off of, more coin blocks to interact with. There's just a lot more going on here, which is nice. It's still a straight line, don't get me wrong. This is still kind of boring in some cases. Not as high-paced as a normal track race can be, like what we're going into now, but it's better than what it was before. What this was before was a very bare-bones course that was just hold the A button, and then that's it. You didn't even need to hold the A button if you have auto-accelerate on. So it was pretty bad. Speaking of bad. It's fine. I still have some time to make up. Especially if I get a mushroom. That'll actually work. I'm glad Nintendo's taking a lot of the criticisms of this game to heart, because they have made a lot of improvements since the infamous June patch. That patch has gone down in infamy for a very good reason. And ever since that specific patch, every other update to Mario Kart World has been for the better, not for the worst. And that's what you want to see. You want to see them improve the game and not take away more features. Unfortunately, the only thing I was wanting to see out of this that they didn't do. Everything I read on the patch notes tells us that they did not alter the worldwides this time around. They've been doing it every single update since the game has come out in some fashion. This is the one update they did not alter what courses can show up online. So unfortunately, we still have mostly intermissions online. It's a little bit better now. There are actual tracks appearing in the roulettes, but not as many as people would like. So you still want to play in private rooms if you just want to pick nothing but courses. Alright, but our next one is... Well, actually, I did the wrong one on my list, but that was one we had to do. So, Koopa Troopa Beach to Crown City. I think that's our last Koopa 2 course. This is it. And we can check out that one update now about the music. So you can already tell what this song is if you're a Mario veteran. This is the Underground theme. But now you can see its name in the top right corner. Underground BGM Jazz Fusion version. And as for that music, unfortunately, when they said you can adjust the audio for music, they didn't tell you they added two options, normal and loud. Why not soft? Like turn it down or off in case you want to play this game in time trial and not listen to the music anymore because you're tired of hearing it. This is weird. It's appreciated to have a music volume option, but there's two options, and one of them was in the game already. You literally just gave us one extra option. Sure, what does that sound like? It's not that different, actually. It's like they turned it up 6 decibels, and that's about it. I have to go in free roam to really hear the difference. Because with all the action going on here, it's going to be harder to notice. Yeah, this is another intermission that's vastly changed. This was essentially a straight line. Not fully straight, if I remember correctly. I think it had some twists and turns, but this is a lot more twisty and turny. We are doing hard lefts and hard rights in this one. And I think this is where they introduced those new Manta platforms, because the Manta Rays in this before you couldn't do anything with. They were just counted as water for some reason. But now, yeah, here they are. Let me see if we can hit one. There we go. These guys act as ramps now, with a little bit of a speed booster. And you get a trick off them. That's pretty nice. Surprised that's our first shock. Thought I was gonna see one in like the first or even second race. Yeah, this is gonna play the same, because this is just lap 1 of Crown City, so nothing really too crazy here. If that was any human player, that wouldn't have worked. AI doesn't know how to look behind it. Like at all. That's my advantage. I can make snipe shots because the AI doesn't know how to use rear view. Supposed to be like a shortcut you do there, I think. If you go on the walls and ride up. But I never played this backwards, so I have no idea. The good thing I got both a shell and a banana. That would have been bad if I got a mushroom. And there you go. That was our last Koopa Troopa to a course intermission that we'll be doing here. But we will be driving to Koopa Beach for the rest of these, so don't count out the beach yet, because they're all being featured still. Every single one's a beach shortcut. So now we're doing Whistletop to Koopa Beach. I still hate this course's name, because this is not Koopa Troopa Beach. This is Koopa Beach 2 from Mario Super Circuit. Or not, well, technically yes, because all the Super Mario Kart courses are in the game. I've never really played Super Mario Kart, outside of like one time growing up as a kid, but I've played the crap out of Super Circuit. So I always associate the SNES courses with the GBA game instead. Even though it's technically wrong, because they were extra courses in that game. That's just how my memory works. Wow, I just got that. That was fast. Yeah, this is, I think, different in the beginning. I don't know. This is one I have not played, so I have no idea. But were you driving more on the road in the beginning? I feel like the jump down here is different. I have no idea. I'm gonna just be saying things. This is probably the part that's actually different. Because everything going to the beach, I think, is vastly retooled. What is this song? Staff credits from Mario Kart 7. See, it's nice I can check the song names now, because I haven't played 7, so I don't know what the staff music's like. Give me Mario Kart Wii or 64 staff music any day, and I'll tell you, yeah, it's from that game. Because I played the crap out of those Mario Karts. I'm gonna use this because of what I saw behind me. Yeah, there's so many more twists and turns in these water sections now. Oh, and there's even boats. Don't mind me, just gonna take a boat. I don't know why Bowser Jr. didn't. What are you, stupid? The boat's good. It does so much. It's broken, man. You gotta take boat. I think I just jumped over that shell. Stay away from the second one. Oh my god, I got the ricochet and the red shell. That's just insult. Oh, but you're gonna get wrecked. See ya. And Bowser Jr. got too close. Alright, this is like the perfect setup. So notice that lap counter. It says 4 or 5. If we were here before this patch, that would just be 4. This would be the final lap. And we would be done, like, right now. It's too short. This track needs more substance to it. There's, like, nothing here. So it got a little bit more substance with this latest update for at least the intermissions. It could be better, because it's still Koopa Beach 2 at the end of the day from Super Mario Kart, but this is much better than what was in the game for, like, what, 5 months at this point? This is still my least favorite track of the game. There's, like, barely any strategy to it. It is just an oval. That is the most bare bones track in this entire game. But it's better now for intermissions alone, not for like the standard 5 lap race. Get used to seeing it, because we got a couple more races on it, 4 more to be exact. Alright, so now let's do Desert Hills to Koopa Beach. I swear, if we play one more Koopa Beach after I'm done with this tonight, I'm gonna freak, because I'm gonna be so tired of the beach. I think for this one, I'm gonna intentionally go in the back, try the bag, so I can see more of this course. So again, I think all of this is the same, but it's going to be the water section that things are going to get different. I like getting a banana in last place. It's like the most why. Hey Joshua, how you doing? What is this song? Bowser's Highway Showdown. Man, it's a lot more jazzy than I'm used to, and that's saying something. That soundtrack is all but jazz when you get to the final world in Mario 3D World. Oh, there's the shock. Alright, let's just hold that. Although there could be more in play here because custom items. I believe custom items don't have any limitations for how many items can be in play. What am I drafting on? The mole's on the side of me. Thanks. I'll go over here. I've never played this intermission before, so I have no idea if any of this is different or not. If anything, there's like 200 of these in the game, so it's hard to keep track of which ones I played, which ones I haven't. But I think, if anything, I might have played like a 50s at that. Because of how many there are in the game, there's no way I would have seen them all at this point. Unless you're going your way to play them all. So I don't think that was a thing originally. That's a cannon instead of just a jump ramp. Dude, really? At least I can get a boost off of that. Unfortunately, I have golden going in the shock, so I can't really utilize this thing until I'm probably in like first place, which is going to be pointless. I want to hold the golden. Golden's really good for Koopa Beach. All these planes. Yeah, that's right. Give me the helicopter. No one took a helicopter. The AI doesn't know what to do in the sky. I know the strats, because this is just more fun. I didn't mean to hit that. Alright, I guess I'm using this now. Honestly, it's probably better. Wait for that to go. And now. Get wrecked. I would have loved to have had the golden here, but honestly, seeing that blue shell come, I think it was good to burn the golden so I can use the shock going into lap 4. Or lap 5. Look, it was lap 4 literally last race. Can't blame me. Like no items too when you're doing the reverse section. It's like this one stretch and that's it. Ah, there's another one. It's waiting for someone else to pull the shock. Thankfully, it's at the end of the race, so it didn't even matter. Alright, that's another one down. So now, it's only 3 more of these. Next up, let's do the DK Spaceport one. DK Spaceport to Koopa Beach. Oh, crap. Oh, no. I'm driving backwards. You know what? Let's just redo that. I like that option. That is so nice. Unfortunately, it rotated out a good song, so I apologize for that. Because Steam Garden, I saw that for a split second. I didn't get to hear it. But I saw what the song was, and now... Yeah, we downgraded the new Mario Brothers ground theme, right? Bring back the steam from Mario Odyssey. Not to say this theme is bad, but I just swapped out Peak without even knowing it. I swear, if this is another Koopa Beach one where I'm going backwards, I think I'm also going to show off the next race button because I don't want to do another backwards beach. Because the other ones I know are like forwards beach. These ramps are really tall. Which is good. Gets me off the water even more. And plenty of trick opportunities when they're that high up. Another cannon. I like to see these cannons in these intermission tracks. This is another we go backwards through Koopa Beach. I knew it. So congratulations. I win. Next. That's the next option. And because I played that so many times at this point, I think I'm allowed to do that at this stage. So next up is Crown City, the Koopa Troopa Beach. This is our second to last revamped intermission course. So we're getting there. I am curious though about the score. I don't think that should have counted any score. That probably should have just gave everyone a 0. That's why I wanted to do a skip as well. This is still another backwards course, isn't it? That map looks backwards. Although, look at that twist and turn halfway through. It's like a massive snake. Oh, I actually still hit the Manta. Neat. You got a lot of speed off of those guys. They're a really good boost pad. Not to mention a trick opportunity. That Wargler keeps on taking like the tightest turns because he constantly gets in front of my car every time I do a sharp turn. So I can tell they're doing a sharp turn bank. Alright, this is new. We get the fly going into the beach. That ramp I don't think was a thing in previous releases. Oh, how does this work? Okay, that's what I had a feeling of. You just go through the sign. Yep, this is yet another backwards course. Okay. Well, you know, I'm not going to do the next race on this one. They're all backwards, to be fair, now thinking about it, because the last one should also be a backwards Koopa Beach. I didn't hit Toadette with that. Surprising. I want a mushroom, though. I want to do that shortcut again, but I can't. That's what I get for picking in defensive items in this roulette as well, and not just a crap ton of mushrooms. Alright, one more. Let's see what our points look like, because I should have 75? Yeah, so I didn't count the last race at all. Everyone was assigned a 0 by hitting next race. That makes a lot of sense. That proved my theory. Alright, final one. The final intermission that was retweaked. And it's from Peach Stadium to guess where? Koopa Troopa Beach. They really knew that the Koopa Beach ones were some of the worst courses in the game. So let's just revamped literally every single one of them. Or at least every single one apparently that had the most complaints, because there's, I think, more Koopa Beach intermissions. Now this one, still a straight line, but it has some curves in, like, the middle. So there's that. There's a lot of ramps here now. These are all new. And here's our new twisty-turny section. So we can go left or right. I'm already heading over to the left, so we might as well check out this path. Oh no, my banana. Whatever shall I do? I'll get another one in the next box. I can already feel it. Plus, I lose the other item with shock, so if I kept my banana, I would have still lost it. Oh, I didn't get the double. Yeah, I'm gonna use it now. It's CPUs. It's not like I'm racing real humans here. So the strategy against CPUs is just to kind of do whatever. Oh, this is a normal beach. Wait, I don't remember that being normal. I thought this was a backwards one originally. If that's the case, then this one actually got flipped. But I'm gonna have to look at footage because I can't load back up the original patch anymore to actually check myself. Dude, what are all the shells? There's a mushroom. Let's go. I know what I'm doing with this. Pretty poorly, because that was a bad turn, but I still got the shortcut. Just kind of a jank version of it. And that is it. That was all the intermission courses, at least mentioned in the patch notes, that were changed. All the others, to my knowledge, are still the same. So if you didn't like these before, well, I'm still not going to like them now, but maybe you like them a tiny bit more than when the game first released in June. I do think all of these are better than I played. Flat out. Every single one of these intermissions, much better. But let me look at some footage. See if I can find it. For the original Beach Stadium to Koopa Beach. Unfortunately, all the videos I'm going to be finding is about this new version of it. I found one that was released a month ago? Yeah, this is a video from a month ago. And, no, you did race this normal. Okay, so that wasn't something that was changed. I was gonna say, but I think I was baiting myself into thinking they changed that. The big thing is just that twisty-turny path that had a fork in the road halfway through. That was entirely new. It is very appreciated that they went back and changed this stuff, because that is... Again, it's going to give me hope for the future, because these tracks, they need a lot of work. They're still not perfect, but they're much better now than they were when they came out. Alright, let's check the music thing. I'm going to turn up the game fully for this test. And we're going to just tweak the music. So this is at normal. So the music is around, at most, 18 decibels on my OBS meter. Now let's kick it up to loud. I definitely think that was a 6 decibel increase, so that's enough for the human hearing to tell there's a difference between normal and loud. It's not a massive change, but it's still enough that if you just want to hear more in the music than the sounds, I think this is a good option. I just don't understand why we have normal, loud, and then that's it. No silent, no quiet. it's one new option. That's kind of the weird thing I feel in this one. Hey, welcome back, Ethan. Is there anything else I want to look at here? I think that's pretty much everything. Before jumping in online is what I mean. 'Cause I'm trying to see what else. Oh, yeah, there was this. Hang on, this is such a minor thing, but might as well show it. I didn't even know this was the thing you can do in Time Trial, let alone something they had to fix. But in this update, they made it so that you can take a picture now when racing against a ghost. I didn't even know that was a thing. How do you do that again? There you go. The ghost isn't in the picture, though. But apparently this was something you weren't able to do originally, which I guess you were able to just take a picture in the normal time trial, but once you selected Race Against Ghost, you were just not taking a picture at all. Because yeah, that ghost is gone. Oh god. I forgot the R and the ZR and ZL just flip the camera. It's R and L that you zoom in. I mean, I don't know who would use the picture mode in time trial, but neat update? It's kind of a random throwaway to me. Yeah, I think everything else doesn't really matter, so we can just jump into online stuff at this point. It's all minor stuff, but most of it you can see in any race, so I'm just going to go straight to online. Yeah, this camera off. I have my webcam still plugged into the Switch, too. That only works on game chat, so I don't know why they bother giving you that option. Because I need game chat for that to work. So if I'm not using game chat, don't tell me about my camera. It's worthless. I don't even understand, dude. Alright, let me create a room. Let me put up the blank screens. I can't remember how this works. I'm just going to hide things for a second. Because I don't know if it shows me the room code or not. I don't think it does. I'm not seeing anything right now, but it's just better safe than sorry. Don't want the room code to be in this just yet. Let me write it down. Alright, so I have it for later. It doesn't show until you legitimately select it. If I went into view room info, then it shows up. So I don't have to worry. Okay, cool. You haven't played World since I last streamed, so that was actually right before Sonic Racing came out, so that was almost 3 months ago. That was a while ago. I know at least we're in a multiplayer session. That was like August. Let me see. I need to add a dock here really quick. Hang on a second. Custom docks. I need to get my title updater, because then I can do this on Twitch and YouTube fast. I'm using a different profile. I don't have my info. Here it is. Perfect. Now I can update most stream titles in literally one click. I'm not going to change it yet, because I think I'm just going to start off looking at the worldwide thing. Because I'm going to open this room up to more people later, once we actually start playing games correctly. But as of right now, I'm going to do the worldwide option. This is the big one. So let me first change out my character, because much like Mario, he ain't my pick for worldwide. In fact, at this point, I've just kind of been digging some of the lighter weights. I like Shy Guy. And also, I've been rocking the Mach Rocket a little bit more. So let's try that combo. I don't know if it's been changed or not for this. That is the one thing I can't say. All right, let's start game. And this is the new options. So all these here, these are room-only options. They were in the game before. This part we're about to look at is new. Versus race, knockout tour, battle. This is jumping into the worldwides. So let's do versus race online. Take my team online. Yeah, let's do it. That makes things so much easier. That wasn't even a thing in the past Mario Kart. That is new. Can't wait for all my VR to go down the toilet because I haven't played the game in a hot minute. I have Sonic Racing mindset in the head for how I control this, and I was noticing that immediately when doing those intermission warm-ups, because I was doing a lot of stuff wrong for drifting in this specific title. I'm used to the tighter drift that I have on my license setup in Sonic Racing, so with the more normal drift control in any other racer, I'm like flipping back and forth and not getting the wide turns like I want. I can't even show the room code here if I was going to do anything, which that makes sense, because now we're in just a proper online setup, not even our room anymore. Alright, let me look around and see where everyone's at. I can see everyone's name on this, so I can easily find the person from my squad. Wait, what were you, character-wise, again? Luigi. I'm looking for Luigi. I would say, it wouldn't be hard to find, but then, like, everyone's here. So I can't tell if I look in one spot if someone's there. They're in a race, so it can't be there. Is that 2 people? Come on, cursor. Yeah, it's like 2 people on that. Is this a normal race or no? They're doing an intermission. Actually, this is nice. I can see where people are going course-wise on the map. This line setup looks like they're going to Cheap Cheap Falls. If they turn up in a second, then I'll know. They're not turning up. But they could be going down from here. I think that's where they're going. Hey, another Shy Guy. Shy Guy's Rise. Oh, there you are. I see you now. And I can warp to a specific person, so I'm coming right over. There you are. My friend. What's up? I'm a shy guy, don't you know? Please laugh. Is this... you know what? I'm just getting some deja vu, because I think I started a multiplayer session the last time we streamed this game here, in this specific spot. Is this just going to be our new spot to hang out, I guess? The desert? Because this is a 2 for 2 so far. Well, I guess if I'm here... No, I don't want that. I want this. Yeah, I'm close to Shy Guy Bazaar, so I'm going to drive over there and practice some stuff. I don't know how far I'm at in comparison. It should be around the bank, right? Like, it should be close. Tumbleweed. And it gone. Is this going right in, or am I going around? I think this is not going to be the starting line. That's the starting line. This is what I want. Gotta remember how to do certain things in these tracks. That's one of them. Oh, there's a Peach medallion I never got. I'm actually not as worried about tracking those anymore with how the map got updated. I need to fix my tracking that I've been using for this game. Because I know I got a lot of screenshots of different things that I've done in this game when I didn't have the track run standby. I still need to update. There's like 30 different missions I think I got. Or something close to that. It's insane. Man. Immediately starts out with all garbage. Well, it's not garbage, but you get my idea. I want a track. There's no track. I'm mean on these. I know I am. It's just because I really love the courses, and there's like no courses to play online. Which I never understood. They still need to just make an option when you're going online to just play courses only. That would just fix so many issues. I've been saying that for literal months for a reason. Intermission? Yeah, we're going to the Peach Stadium one from here. Where are we starting? I didn't even notice the course. Cheap Sheep Falls. Yeah, I heard a lot of people, when this game first came out, they were playing it pretty competitively with the worldwides, trying to grind up their VR, because the VR system in this game is apparently really good. It's very similar to Mario Kart Wii's VR system, but even more balanced, if that makes sense, because it's a lot more skill-based to get your VR up in this game compared to any other Mario Kart, and it felt very rewarding when you could. But the problem was, when you get to these intermission courses, it feels like all skill goes out the window. And that's where people get a little upset, which I can understand. So just having a course only for like a competitive option, it's like every other game has done that at this point, so why not this one? Such a weird exclusion. This is 3D World music. I can still check that online, it's just not a great idea. Because then I lose control. Ooh, I'm gonna hold this. We're almost there, actually. Because outside... Oh, God, I just realized this is a crap Peach Stadium. Because it's Baby Park, essentially. There's one lap of this. Talk about a course I needed to improve with the lap counter. This is another one. Because there's nothing to it. It is, like, the most straightforward course in the game next to Koopa Troopa Beach. I don't want to hold this for much longer because we're almost there to our destination. And this is a short course, too. There's not much to it at all. I just know what's coming. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It's behind me? Oh, I literally was clicking the button for my bullet. I knew that was gonna happen. That's why I was waiting. I had a feeling, and I just timed it wrong. Oh, that's so bad. I think I'm done. Because I held my items for too long. Unless I get something good. That's not that great. I can make it work, but that's not going to do enough. Especially if I hit someone's red. Man, if I called that lightning like a second sooner, I probably could have got like top 3. Because that was the item set of the century there. First for 3 seconds. Congrats on 3 seconds. I don't even think I saw first in that. What's the shortcut on this one? There was like a massive shortcut that was found after I did that time trial stream. I don't know like anything about it. I'm gonna wait a second because I know what's happening. Hey, of course, I'm picking that. I know the Koopa Beach thing was changed. I'm good. I've seen too much of that course already. Yeah, something like that. You hit the signpost. I just don't know the timing. And that's an out of bounds that I rode through, so I wouldn't work on the actual course. No, no, no! Come on. I love how, like, a majority of the room picks the course. And it's like 5 people pick something that's not the course. I swear, this game has a bias towards the non-lap courses. Because this happens way too many times to count. And this is why I don't really play Worldwides anymore. It was fun when the game first came out because everyone was just picking random. Which bypassed this problem. But ever since that June patch, things have not been the same. Hey, Jay Hazen, how you doing? Yeah, I agree. I mean, they're okay. There are some good intermissions, don't get me wrong, but I'm not a fan of these myself. So if I'm playing the game for long stretches, I'd rather just play the courses. They're good for like a break here and there, but when you're mostly playing these, you don't really get a break. Can't tell if it's a troll or newbie for the game. At this point, I think it's more the latter, because people are even bored about doing this for trolling. Because a lot of people still don't understand the straight lines going to a course. That means you're not playing the course. You're playing an in-between section like this. And I hear the actual reason why we call these intermissions now, and it's like such a stupid reason. But us fans call this kind of course an intermission because it was a thing that caught on because of one of the demos that were being showcased at one point from Nintendo for Mario Kart World. So this caught on because of the footage. We didn't know what intermission meant. And so we all just kind of assumed it was this. And it just stuck. Because we don't have any official name for these courses. The most they tell us is like racing between course A to course B. And it's like, that's not a title. So I still don't know what this is officially called. Yo, let's go. That's why I hold the items. Now I have power stuff. Everyone else is doing the same. They're using the power items now. This is lap 3 section? Yeah, we're going to lap 3. And I have my golden, so I'm going to do this. That's out of bounds? Are you kidding me? That's just grass! Oh, it's this variant, that's why. Oh, see, that's why I also don't like intermissions, because they changed the rules on some courses. This is lap 3 with a new section. And I don't know this because I've never played this intermission in my life. Oh, I just screwed myself. So mad. So mad at myself. How am I still getting, like, a top spot? I'm getting, like, 4th. 3rd! How did I get 3rd? I drove into an out-of-bounds section by accident. I didn't even know I was out of bounds. My plan was I was going to boost through there and then hold the bill for the final turn in case something crazy happened. No, instead I just got a mega and then boom, 3rd place. Alright, sure. We take those. I just don't understand why. Sure, game. See, that's what I'm saying too. How did I get 3rd? I should have got like 18th after going the out of bounds. Is there still bot problems online? I haven't really played in like 2 months online, so I can't say. But I've seen some bots here and there with this lobby, so I guess so. Just a lot of people moved on from worldwides at this stage, sadly. So probably why there's a lot of bots. And I understand that feel too. You know, hazing, been busy a lot. I get that. It's been a very busy week for me so far. I had to move a lot of furniture today, so that was fun. Trying to move things out of this house, I just clutter. I might need to take a note of what that intermission was and practice that on my own time, so I can actually learn what's out of bounds. Because I was not expecting that at all. I gotta learn some of these if we're gonna pop up online. Come on, come on, come on. That is the thing. Like, what is the point in this? In that June update, when they removed the option for random to always guarantee a proper course, they slotted it out, adding the intermission style courses in. But the problem with it was they just took the 3 courses that were available to pick and just slapped it in the random. Why? I've never understood this option. This is infuriatingly stupid. It's not random. It's a 1 in 3rd chance now. That's not how that works. But alright. Sure. This is Nintendo logic at its finest. Wait, I'm buying 4? Yo, same. I've heard the reviews are coming out, and it doesn't matter if you're getting Switch 1 or Switch 2. It sounds like it's good on both in terms of performance, so that's good to hear. I haven't heard anything else besides performance stuff yet, because I'm trying to stay as spoiler-free as possible. I've heard some reviews complain about the open world section already, which I was a little afraid about that, but I haven't read into specifics. Some people say it's just very, like, open. There's nothing in it. It's like, yeah, that sounds like an open world game in today's standards. So I I'm curious myself. I'm waiting for my copy to ship. It's supposed to be here tomorrow, but hasn't shipped yet from Amazon. If it comes before I stream tomorrow, I might just do a first impressions of it that day, because I really want to play it. If not, then we'll start next week with Tuesday stream with that. Oh god, I didn't mean to do that! I was holding up and it counts as right input, because we need notches back on the joysticks. That's not even gonna do anything for me, because I'm just that far behind. I need to just use my items now so I can get actually back in the pack. And then I can get more stuff. Still need more, though. I need coins. That's also what I need. Good, I got it. I was worried. Oh, okay. I gotta use it now then. I was worried I wasn't gonna get the double because I need items. I'm so far behind. And I need something better than what I got because everything is just not helping here. I'm still getting nothing great. Like, this is okay, but I'd rather have something stronger, like a bullet bill or star or something like that. Mushrooms is not gonna help. That goes right behind me. I'm gonna use this here. There's so much going on, I gotta get out of the pack. No, I got a bad angle. What the heck happened? That's how you can tell I'm still rusty. I used to nail that shortcut pretty easily. No, I needed those mushrooms, dude. Alright, at least I know the backup. Okay, that's perfect. I have to hit the off-road, though, with that. That sucked, dude. That was the worst time for the red. Oh, come on. If it happened after the turn, it would have been fine. Well, at least I still got 6 somehow after that disgusting lap 4. We'll take it. Don't get how people are streaming it. They went down under. A lot of people just made an Australian account, which I hate that mentality, personally. It's like, you can't just wait 24 more hours and get it in your region and spoil it for everyone else, why don't you? I never liked that, personally. It's just stupid. Hey, Amber, how you doing? Oh, I'm here. Let me look at the beginning cut. I'll have like 5 seconds. Dude, where were all the intermissions? We got like 1, maybe 2 courses showing up in those so far, and this is like our 5th race. I'm telling you, they still need to adjust that in online. They didn't do that for this patch. Adjust more courses showing up, please. They're the best part about the game. We just can never play them. They are legitimately just absent in so many scenarios. Okay, well, good news and bad news. Good news, that's a track. Bad news, it's the worst track in the game, so... It's just That's how I feel. Minute day, I can understand that. I'm kind of in the same boat, honestly. Kind of just been an exhausting and frustrating day. I was this close to not streaming tonight because of the internet, which is... Oh. So glad to ditch this ISP at some point in my life. Maybe in 26. Maybe. Ooh, feather. I might be using that very soon here. Well, I'm not using it at all. Okay. Well, this is a terrible start. Good thing it's lap 1. Can we play with custom items like immediately so we can turn this off? I don't like this item, dude. It's just such a pace breaker and it's so annoying. I need literally anything else. Give me something I can burn in like 3 seconds. Not 20. This is a terrible race so far. I need something. Come on, give me something here. You know, that's better than what I was getting. Nice, my charge jump did not come out at all, so I was just wasting my time. Oh my god, just take away 1,000 VR, why don't you? Because you're about ready to after this race. At least I'm finally getting back in the pack. Now I gotta wait for something crazy to happen and capitalize. Dude, it didn't go out again? That's the second time I charge jump. Just said, nope. I'm out for lunch. I legitimately should have not got third. I was in like 20th place for 4 of the 5 laps. So how am I in top 3? I failed 2 charge jumps trying to go for a shortcut. 2 charge jumps, and I still got third. All right, sure. Had to switch your Switch 1 controller because Joy-Cons were dying. That makes sense. Honestly, probably for the better. These Pro controllers, no matter Switch 1 or 2, are way better than those Joy-Cons. I like the Joy-Con 2 more than the ones, and they're still too small. I'm actually, speaking of that, I gotta send in some Joy-Cons because I have a pair that were bought like 5 years ago at this point, so not terribly old, but the battery's swelling in it. So that's fun. Thankfully, Nintendo has apparently very incompetent controllers. So they rolled over that Joy-Con program where they'll just fix things for free. So I'm sending those out probably tomorrow. And I'm glad to see that they rolled that over because otherwise I would have to just be buying a battery myself and just replacing it. Because that's a hazard now. I literally can't use the Joy-Con. The buttons don't work because the battery's swollen. Great. I don't think I have this costume. I'm trying to remember where you get the costume with, like, the food. I think you can get this in DK Spaceport with the food there. I think it's pretty likely. I think it's, like, one of the burgers that give you the Shy Guy outfit. I remember I unlocked all these, like, within the first month, so it's hard to exactly remember where you get these things. It's very easy to unlock all the costumes in this game. And because of the custom items, you can actually unlock all of the characters now from the Kamek stuff. Just play a race and just have Kamek only on. And there you go. You'll probably be done like 10, 15 minutes tops. It's great. It's great they actually fixed that. Hey, man. How you doing? Yeah, I knew Switch 2 user. Yep. Fitting. Because that is true. Congrats on Switch 2. I love how half the room just did the same thing. We all know the strats. Unfortunately, we all know the strats, so I can't take it. That rail is off limits. I'm so rusty on this course. Do I even know how to do the cut? I gotta try it. Everyone's gonna go for it. I can feel it now. Yep, I knew it. I'm super rusty. I didn't even hit the wall. I fell right off. I gotta try it again. I'm in second still because of that. That felt like Piranha Plant Mario Kart item jank. Dude, go away! I can't go off the grass if you're riding me! That's why I don't like 24 player. It's way too chaotic, man. Can we just boot up Sonic Racing? That or ban 12 people? I can't actually do that. The game doesn't let you. If it did, though. I'm just gonna play this normal at this stage because it's too risky to go for shortcuts. Everyone's like right on my tail. Holy, I almost missed the rail entirely because I was just gonna use that for a speed boost. Please tell me I'm still getting first. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go. Finally, I got a good race. I mean, it was kind of bad in the middle, but I got a good race. I failed that shortcut twice. I need to practice Whistle Top again, because that shortcut's hard. Without practice, I can't do it at all. Yeah, $50 Mario Kart off bundle. Dude, that was like the best deal for Switch 2, period. Because it's the base game, like the base system price, and you just get a game for free. That's amazing. But yeah, just in time too, because I was talking about it before. I guess now we can have that conversation because we got past all the good stuff and we're in the thing people hate. So let's talk about more things people hate. Those two letters that have been dooming the industry. A and I. I've been telling people, if you are interested in anything technology-wise, get it now, because the pricing situation is not going to be good going into next year. Switch 2 specifically, I'm feeling like it's going to get a price hike in 26, and it's not going to be something in Nintendo's control. It's all memory cost. Memory is just expensive now for no good reason because of AI companies. The thing that really upset me today is that Micron, which is one of the big 3 companies out there that make solid-state drives and RAM under the name of Crucial, is pulling out entirely in the first quarter of 2026. This would be by, like, I think the end of February? They're just completely pulling out and just focusing on AI. And that's terrible, because that's a major player out of the market now, which is going to make things even more expensive for the consumer. This is where we're looking. NVIDIA is talking about to partners that, hey, you gotta supply your own RAM now. We're not gonna supply you with the RAM you need to make your graphics cards. Figure it out. Like, what? That's also terrible. That's gonna drive prices up as well, because people now have to charge for their product. Like, they can't make it for free. So, it's just looking terrible. If you want anything right now, technology-wise, get it, because it's not gonna be cheap in 2026. It's a terrible timeline we live in right now. I hate AI so much. I really do. Because it drove up all the prices for really no good reason. And that's why I was trying to get a Switch 2 sooner around later. Yeah, I mean, that's smart. I'm telling everyone this for a reason, because I'm just not looking forward to the future. Like, 26 is going to be a terrible year for technology. It's already looking bad now. So, I'm glad you got a Switch 2 now, man. You've been wanting one for a while on your own. Because I know you said you wanted your own system because Matt and Amber both use their Switches independently, and trying to use the same system between the two is a little bit harder when it's portable. So, I get why you want a system of your own for that reason. It makes a lot of sense. Especially for games like Pokemon, when you both play at the same time. You can't do that when it's a Switch 2 game. And the next one is going to be a Switch 2 game. We know that for sure. Well then, that sucks. I'm losing like 20 placements. What do you mean it's only 24? He got 48th. Okay, that kind of makes up for it. I'm not going to use it here. I'm going to wait a minute. Because I want to use it on a big turn, which will force this thing to really get the most mileage. Like that. And the rest of this, I go over here, which stays away from all the action. I'm not going to get a high spot, but 7th is good enough. Hey, Kira, how you doing? You enjoying the new update? I think so far it's really good. I wish they would still add more courses to the worldwide option instead of all the intermissions in the world. But besides that, all the new stuff and the tweaks they made has been good. I am really looking forward to starting to do the custom item stuff with friends, because seriously, one of my favorite things in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Flat out. Yeah, I can agree with you on that one, Jay. I'm not a fan of Desert Hills too much. This track feels too simple. It's also not that long. It's almost on the same par as Koopa Troopa Beach for me. It's better, has more shortcuts, but it's still pretty bare bones. Well, I guess we're going to peak. Because most of the room is picking it. That's about right. Yeah, that's fair, Ethan. I can understand that. I've been close on pulling the trigger on certain things too, and I have to think of that exact same mindset. It's like, yeah, this year has been very expensive because I bought so much due to knowing all these different items were going up in price. I legitimately got 4 video game consoles this year, between an Xbox, a PlayStation, a Switch 2, and a Steam Deck. And I'm glad that I got help with a lot of those systems. I really just ended up buying the PlayStation 5. And then everything else was gifted, which was extremely generous of friends and family. Because, man, this is like, I had to rush for other things. I had to get new microphone this year because I was worried about prices of this going up. New webcams because my old one was starting to go. And again, worried about the pricing. And had to get some other stuff too. It's like, this has been a very expensive year because it's buy it now, more expensive later. And I hate that so much. I just want things to be normal. Maybe in like 2029 for maybe reasons that will change out a certain orange man out of office. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I don't want to go on that anymore. And I won't elaborate, and even if you say what it is, I will not respond. Where's that star? I knew it! This Black Friday's been best for you in a long time. Yeah. Knowing orange, he's got. Oh, I told you I wasn't gonna elaborate, but I have to make special exception. Is that even a thing still? The Orange Channel? Like I haven't heard that name in like a decade. Last time I heard about that was when I was still, I think, in high school. Oh god, I'm extremely rusty because that was a terrible jump. I just lost like half of the placement spots. But I can agree at least on video game stuff, Matt. Like, video game deals this year are really good for Black Friday. A lot of systems were either cheaper than what they used to be or back to retail price because I hate Modern Timeline. But the games were all really good price this year. Like, a lot of big name titles were up to 50% off that came out this year. And a lot of older games are going all the way down to like 90% in some cases. It was really good. I got a decent amount from a Steam sale for that reason, the Black Friday sale. Yeah, I know I picked up something off the Switch eShop. Like, it was actually a really good Black Friday for game stuff. I'm glad to see at least something got some decent discounts. Yo. Okay, I'm gonna stay away from you. For obvious reasons. Okay, now I can come close. Dude, I had the blue shell. Okay, well, so much for blue shell. Couldn't even use it if I spammed. Really? I hate the boomerang. It's like F tier, man. I hate that thing so much. I think I'm supposed to hold down, not up there. Yeah, that's fine. This race is not going to matter until the very final section, so I should still be able to make a comeback. I need better items than this, though. I keep on getting mushrooms when I'm so far back. I need a little bit more on a mushroom. That is why I need more on a mushroom, because I knew it'd be a second shock. This track always seems to get two, because it's just so big. Dude, are you kidding? The second I got on the jump ramp! God, I'm getting Mario Karted so bad on this race, it's not even funny. I need something good. I'm in 18th, so there's gotta be decent stuff in this box. Alright, that's as good as I'll get. I need a little bit more, so this is not gonna give me much. I'll get like 5 placements of that. Not even. I'm still gonna get 15th. You get like no speed in the air. So that was actually kind of bad. I need a bullet instead. Seriously, man, what was with that race? I kept on getting whacked off the track. Big yikes. Yeah, there it goes. I had 8,000 for a minute, and then it's gone. That's about right. Yeah, I pushed past you at the last second because of the golden. If I didn't have the golden, you would have actually overtook it. I keep on getting hit, so give me a light guy. You know what? I like swoop. I'm being swoop because I need that extra little acceleration. I keep on getting hit too much. It's gonna make a difference. That's a lot of cows still being picked. Like, you can tell, like, if I see the people's names associated with the intermission cracks compared to the lap courses, you're gonna see lower VRs, which tell you they're new players, because people still don't understand the difference. Nintendo does a pretty terrible job at telling you the difference between the tracks with the UI. It's very bare bones. Like, little lines going from here to there, a lot of people just don't know what that means. And we're getting one of them. Going to Faraway Oasis. I thought we were going to go to Moo Moo for a second. Get away. There's so many megas around me. It's actually terrifying. god, really? I gotta use it now. I meant to click that one more time. I was not fast enough. That's just this awkward mushroom at this point, which should have been a new item. Alright, that'll work. I can work with these. These 2 items are good enough. I just have to keep in mind when things can happen in the race. Trying to predict that shock. It's gonna happen soon, but not right away. So far back, I won't even get affected by it right now if it's in like 15th and higher. I gotta use it now. This is like the perfect spot between this and the final turn. I'm gonna gamble. No way. There was no shock. I just took it. Let's go. If there was a shock, I was screwed. But there was none. And I was able to sneak away into first place at the final turn. Oh, I was really terrified that I was going to go in the shortcut and instantly get hit. Because that's happened to me before. Hey, I'm at the 8,000. Probably for only one race again. Let me, while we're waiting, I'm gonna practice the shortcut here because it's been a minute. This is the wrong way. We're facing the opposite direction to start, which I don't like for practice. I was literally actually just gonna ask that too, so that's good timing. Yeah, I was gonna ask, Matt, have you set up your Switch 2 yet and downloaded your copy of Mario Kart? As he typed it in chat. Like, well, thanks, I got the brain cells. Hell better. I know when the game's gonna swap. Where are we going? Please be a course. Please be a course. That's gonna be cheap. No course. I'm so close. 2 off. Yeah, I'm surprised about no 200cc yet, but because we got custom items in this patch, tells us there could be a chance. That was a late game addition for original Mario Kart 8. That was like a couple months in. So we could get that in this game in 2026, I would think. I hope we do, because this would be perfect for 200cc. The intermissions are very, very long, so being able to race through them faster would be nice. Gonna use this here and get another item. That's a good item, but I really wish I had the mushrooms in the first slot. I want to hold this, but I also want to use the mushrooms. This is actually kind of stupid. I'm gonna use it now. This is a terrible timeline for this. I can still get something else. That's why I'm not worried about burning the bullet now. Because see, one hit and I just dropped 10 placements. So that's enough for me to get another bullet bill. That will work. I mean, probably prefer something besides the Mega, but that's a dodge item, so I can work with it. Get away from me. This yet, but I have to. At least I got a mushroom. I'll make up for it. I got a really bad turn. Oh my god. Wait, am I still gonna get first? How did I get first? I almost lost it from the Rosalina, so that was dangerously close to second place. But still, how did I get first? It was a bad turn and everything, man. Yeah, I heard that they released a Switch 2 version of Red Dead. I mean, to be fair, they updated all the versions of Red Dead Redemption. PS5, Xbox Series, and Nintendo Switch 2 all just got that today. I heard if you own the digital copy specifically of the Xbox 360 game, then it gets upgraded to the Xbox Series release. Guess who owns it on a disc? Well, I just got it off Steam anyways, so it's not a big deal. I'd rather play it on PC. I'll get all the same benefits anyways. But, yeah, that just came out, I think, today. If not yesterday. It was very recent. I think you're right on that timeline, Kira. Around April 2015 sounds about right, because they added it around the Wave 2 DLC release, which was close to 1 year after the base game came out, because that was May of 2014. So, if anything, a similar timeline to that means we could get 200cc around springtime in 26, like April or May, since it's released in June. I mean, I'm hoping for it. As I said, this game would really benefit from 200cc with these long straightaways, so it would be crazy for Nintendo not to do a 200cc update at some point. I've noticed, since I swapped the swoop, I've been doing really good, so swoop OP, don't nerf. I like the bat. He has been really helpful. Oh my god, they nerfed that ability and I still get bounced off people's head at random. Just in time. I still need more coins, though. Where did the random bomb come from? The one moment I look in my rear view, there's a bomb in front of me. Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. Alright, this is a good setup. I really like this item combo. And we're just about to the course, so this is gonna work out. Thank you. Piggyback off someone else's success. Okay. Then just park yourself in front of a box. Because that's stupid. Just like me. I gotta use this now. I have a feeling the shock's coming. Plus, everyone's targeting me specifically. Gee, I wonder why. So, that was good to have. Oh, I just could not throw that back fast enough. Great. I should have held on to the boomerang for the shortcut here. And as soon as I don't get to go that way. Come on. I didn't get first because of that. I think I got second. If I did not get hit, dude, that was so stupid. Well, I mean, I can't complain. I just got first in a couple races. Second's good enough. But I literally got hit at the finish line. Insult to injury. Gonna take 50 minutes to download. Why don't you just play your physical copy of the game at this point? Just so you can play the game tonight. Because that's a long time, Matt. Plus, if both you and Amber want to play, you still just play off the same system anyways. Amber's playing it? Well, then you both just play off the same system. The same mentality. Remember, you can go online with 2 people here, just like with the original Mario Kart 8 stuff. It's like, you can just do that. It's like, well, wait a minute. You remember? It's mainly Smash and Splatoon we have to have the multi-system thing for, because they're stupid. Whenever you guys are wanting to join, get on the same console, apparently. And then I'll remake the room so we can have everybody in it. Don't worry, I understand brain not working. Did you see last night's stream? Between how I was playing Pikmin and how I was talking during Pikmin. My brain was on autopilot for pretty much that entire 4 hours. I watched back and man, I was just sounding really out of it. No, too dare. That was so close to not being Wario Stadium. I was gonna be mad. It was sandwiched between a random and then an intermission. And it almost went to the intermission. This game favors those so much, I swear. Let's see if I remember how to do the cuts. I know how to do the one, as you saw earlier. Missed that, unfortunately. Hey, look who failed. No, they didn't. That was latency. I was gonna say, I think I got it better based on what was happening, and then I saw the latency issue. I know what they're doing with that bomb. I'm scared about it. Have fun. As soon as I saw blue, then, yeah. Ah, come on, man. They break just in time. That sucks for me. Alright, that's good timing, actually. I didn't get the item yet. The double shell? Jesus, like Mario Kart 8. I'm surprised I keep on getting that, because that is a hard shortcut to make without a mushroom. And every time I've gone for that so far, that's 2 for 2 tonight. I need that bread out of my life. Not all to worry about it. crap. If that was a horn, it would have popped off so hard. That's 3 times tonight I got that. Let's go. Now I get the horn, of course. I bombed myself. Great. That is not... Oh, come on! I literally did this to myself because I was guaranteed a 3rd if I didn't explode in my face. I hate that so much. I played myself trying to snipe Toad. Oh, you're gonna be playing off Amber's profile. That makes sense then. Yeah, hopefully she feels better, because I know this week, or past 2 weeks, I guess in general, it's been really bad for allergies. Which is understandable dealing with how many cats in that house, which I can still question many legal things about that, but that's besides the point. So I guess we'll make this the last one in this room, and then I'll set up a new room. We can get more people in this. And it'll be a private room so we can play with some of those custom item rules. Because I want to turn off that boomerang, like, instantly. Because it's so annoying. And of course, the last setup is the... I mean, Bowser's Castle intermission's great, but... I want to play a 3-lapper. We're all going to the Bowser one, aren't we? I mean, that's still better than half of the intermissions in this game because the track is amazing. I would have preferred this being the full 3 laps. Yeah, hopefully you feel better, Amber. If you want to join in later, I would understand, but again, hopefully you feel better on that one. And you have a good rest of your night. Surprised I got the trick. Alright, let's do the usual. That cow is really going hard on the backing. That or they just kind of forgot to play the game. I think it's the latter. That cow is definitely DC'd at this point. Rest in peace, cow. I thought for a second I was getting the shock. I was so close. That was not on my radar. I heard it, I just didn't know where the Mega was. Wow, that's an early shock. Who used that here? Alright, well now I guess we're spared going to Bowser's Castle. Oh, son of a... How did I not get the item? I definitely need something else now after missing a whole item set. There's only the one going into Bowser's Castle, though. Not double set. Oh, just barely. I got it. Let's go. I haven't played this game in like 2 months, and I still remember how to do the Bowser cut. I can't believe I still remember that. Ooh, a feather, too. It's a good setup. I'm not going to go for the inner shortcut. That's too risky, and I want to hold my mushroom for this. Unfortunately, no matter what I did there, I was going to lose a placement, so I had to take the lesser of two evils. That's a lesser respawn time. So, if it was happening sooner, I could have drove off the ledge almost instantly, but it was not going to hit me until I almost landed. That sucked. I hate being so good at a track, taking a massive shortcut, having a good lead, and then suddenly blue shell at the finish line. Like, I can't control that. That's so stupid. Well, I got a net positive out of the worldwide grind tonight at least, because I think I gained about 200 VR. That wasn't bad. Could have been better in some areas, but once I swapped the swoop, I definitely did better. Alright, so now I'm going to back out, and I'm going to set up a new room. But as I do that, I'm going to use this opportunity to get up and stretch for a moment. Definitely need to be doing that at this point. Hey, I raced 440 times in total. That is awfully specific of an achievement, but okay. Sure. While I'm going on intermission, I think I should also let this game's music play. I did that last time we were streaming this, and it's for good reason. So I'm going to do the same this time. I just got to turn it up because it's a little quiet by default. So there you go. Alright, I'm going to go on a quick little break, set up a new room, then when we come back, we'll be playing around in a new room with some custom items. I'm looking forward to doing that. Get ready for the fun modes to come back. Stay tuned, be back here in just a few minutes. You never get enough of the jazz in this soundtrack. It's so good. But unfortunately, we have to move on because I want to make a new room and actually play with the custom item rules. Let's go. The jank modes are back. Blue shell only. Let's go. You know it's going to be in the docket for me in the future now because I can do it in World. I'll probably want to make a video on that in the future. Send plenty of help. But I'm not recording that yet. Not for a while. Let's go ahead and just get people in here. First things first, I must say. Congrats on new Switch 2. And join the crowd.
Yeah, finally. I say that I'm playing on Amber's.
Enjoying your new Switch 2? My new what? Oh, sorry, I have two now. Is that what the 2 means in the title? To have 2 of them?
I'm playing on Amber's account right now tonight because I want to try to unlock some stuff for her.
Yeah, it's a lot easier now to unlock things, so you'll we can do coin mode and Kamek mode only if we do custom item, and that can unlock things like crazy.
Yeah, she this was literally tonight was like the first time she even popped the game in at all. So for her, anyways.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because I know she's been saying that for like 4 months that it's been on the docket, but just haven't had interest in it yet.
Well, just everything going on right now. I don't know, man. Can't get enough of that freaking Gusty Gardens remix.
Yeah, it's really good. Alright, so I'm going to open the floodgates to other people in this. This is the room ID. I will have to probably update this later if the room DCs, which I hope that never happens, but just in case. Because I want to make sure friends are in here, but we got that covered at this point. It helps also there's a lot more slots we can work with in this.
On the eve of Metroid Prime 4 Eve.
Okay, yeah, title did update for both streams. Good. Like how YouTube keeps on screaming at me saying, hey, you're not streaming the right setting because you're doing 1440. It has not had a single problem. Be quiet. It works great. It's just because I have ultra low latency on, it's not supported, even though it's been literally fine this entire time.
Yeah. Yeah, this is Metroid Prime 4 Eve, everyone.
It's
and
just
if
insane,
you live in Australia,
man.
you're already playing it.
That's what I don't like. It's like, guys, stop. There's plenty of non-Australians going to Australia. You know what we mean. And I'm just so tired of it.
Yeah.
So tired of seeing.
You know
it in
what
my
I'm
feeds.
also getting tired? You know what I'm also getting tired of? People saying that 8 out of 10 is a horrible game.
Yeah, I'll have to say, have we seen games that scored 7 out of 10s and called them literally the worst things playable? It's like people don't understand the scoring system of games. Like, at all.
Like,
And
honestly,
I hate that.
God, ever since Metroid Prime 4's Metacritic came out and it was an 80, everybody has been losing their collective mind saying, oh, this game's horrible, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, since when is 80 bad?
Like, I have some things to say on both sides of the spectrum. I'll say that once we get the races started. 'Cause let's do our first crazy one. That is not really crazy. Green and red shell, fire flower, mushroom. You know, this is not giving me the same exact I hate my life results as you would expect from 8 Deluxe's random, so I might have to, like, improvise.
Oh, if you fall off a course up in the sky, you fall all the way down.
Yeah, on
Lakitu
the
don't
free
come and
roam,
save
you
you.
just...
Oh my
yeah, there's no
goodness.
Lakitu in free roam at all, so you just fall to the abyss. Wait, what am I doing? We've all played this game before. We can do this stupid stuff. I'm doing bold only. Just to start. Let's just have one Oh, it's on 8 races still. Crap, that was from my main set. I didn't notice that. I don't want to do 8 races of bullet bill only. Can I change that? No. Alright, let's gentlemen agreement to do 1 and I'll fix the rules after this. Because we'll have to remake the room. I guess. That's... I wish I could change that.
Anything below a 5 is unplayable to me. Yeah, like, that's an F.
Yeah, that's a failure. Technically, anything below a 6 gets to that realm, because that's when you really start to see the mediocrity. And that makes sense, because again, that's a failure. That's F.
I don't know, man. I'm also the mindset that some of the best games I've ever played were 7s, so...
Yeah, I mean, I've played plenty of games people consider mid, so it hasn't really mattered to me.
It's just, I just don't understand since when 8 out of 10 is considered awful. I get that the Prime series, like all the games had scored in the 90s or higher. But who cares? I think the reason why is, and I mentioned this before, it's this freaking generation of Nintendo, this console generation, man. It's like, I don't know what's going on, but the Nintendo grift is ridiculous, this console generation.
This is
I don't like it.
where I was going to segue, because that is a thing I've noticed way too much of generation. It's toxic. Like, this specific generation has had some of the worst fans I've ever seen on both sides. You can't like and you can't hate something at the exact same time. It's literally impossible to like or hate anything in Nintendo. It's
like
I was now,
super excited.
You get bullied apparently if you call a game broken. I didn't know how bad it was, but when the Switch 2 first released, I only just heard about the Pikmin 3 situation now, because I knew the game was busted when the Switch 2 came out and had to be fixed with updates. But I didn't know how people were glazing Nintendo, saying there was no problem with that. What?
Oh, give me a break.
That doesn't make any sense. It's like people were getting bullied saying the game literally crashed on their system. And I just didn't understand. That was Nintendo glazing.
Like, that's so stupid. If something's broken, something's broken.
Yeah, the game literally didn't work. And some people were
sit...
calling Nintendo to pull it from the eShop until it was fixed because it was false advertisement. They said the game was fully compatible. It wasn't. It was literally crashing. Not to mention all the graphic issues, like
thank God they fixed it.
Yeah, really.
Say, thank God they fixed it. But in the same sense, it's just like I like Nintendo, obviously, but no, if something's bad, something's bad. You know, I don't care what it is. The problem is just like people are going out of their way to find bad stuff.
I missed custom only, man. Yeah, no, I've noticed that. Like, people either they glaze things too much and call the multi-billion-dollar company the best thing ever, or they will complain about something when it's an 8 out of 10, because apparently it's not a 10 out of 10. I just don't understand that mindset.
It's like, did we forget that Black Myth Wukong is also an 80 on Metacritic, but everybody loves that game for some reason?
It's a bold extension.
It's like,
it's so good
yeah.
now. Yeah, I mean, that game's an 8 out of 10, and people love it. It was a contender of Game of the Year. And yet, apparently that's considered bad in some people's eyes. Like I said, I don't understand fans right now stuff.
Like, I know that this game's got its fair share of problems. I know. But I really like Mario Kart World. But I've seen so many posts doom-scrolling this freaking game. And I'm like, you guys just don't know how to have fun anymore, man. You guys literally just play a game to death when it comes out, and you just forget how to have fun anymore.
Okay, everyone hit resume free roam. That should all kick us out from the races. You can do that in the middle now. You just pause and do it. Yeah, there you go. Because that will interrupt things. I can change rules. Perfect. Now we can fix things. I don't want that many races of just that specific game mode. That would be way too much. As much as I like Bullet Bill only, there's only so much Bullet Bill you can do.
Getting you a bunch of stickers, Amber. Oh no, it's just, we were gonna play late earlier tonight, but God, I was trying to get, because we didn't. I fell asleep when I came home earlier today. I came home and I fell asleep on the couch like as soon as I got home because I'm just so tired. And by
the way, before you continue, I just want to mention to people, remember you hit the plus button, go to change, you can pick any of the courses in the game if you don't want to do the straight lines. I'm sorry, I just forgot to mention that before. Alright, go ahead and continue.
I didn't know that. But no, I got home today and I was so tired because this past couple days, I legit, like, something's going on with my body. I've just been so fatigued, but I think it's just because I've been overworking myself. I think I mentioned this in your stream chat yesterday, but after I was doing the thing for my mom upstairs yesterday, I had my first asthma attack in, like, years. I had to ask Amber to go get my inhaler for me because I couldn't breathe.
Yeah, which is really bad, obviously. But you're also exposed to a lot more pet danger than you used to, too, and that doesn't help.
Yeah. I can't stand it, dude. I'm just going to be so glad when Friday comes and I don't have to do it anymore.
Yeah.
Well, at least until the next time they go on vacation. Anyways, but, like, no, like, I've been so tired. Like, I got home from work today, and I sat down on the couch after I got home. I got home a little bit late because I had to go check on my grandpa after work because he texted me and he needed help with something. And I went over there to help him with it. And then I got home. It was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I just sat down and I fell asleep. I fell asleep on the couch, and I didn't wake up until like 5:30 almost. 5:30. And I was like, shoot, me and Amber need to go get dinner. So that's why we're a little late. And I knew my Switch 2 was coming in today, and I was sitting on the porch and everything. Oh, I had to go get it. I was like, man, I'm not going to have time to set this up before Lester streams if he decides to stream Mario Kart. And sure enough, you decided to play Mario Kart. Like,
because I was like, what am I going to do today? And then I dropped that update last night. I'm like, all right, I guess that gave me the idea. And I almost didn't because my internet went out literally like a minute before I would start broadcast. So I sat down, I was dropping a bunch of frames. Like, okay. Really have to do that now, huh? So I was very close to not streaming this, actually.
But, no, we were really late, and I was trying to hurry, and then we had to go and take care of the cats upstairs when we got home from dinner, and I asked Amber to help me because I was trying to get done quickly so I can get the thing set up so I can be part of the stream, because I did want to play Mario Kart now that I got this thing, and God, I felt bad for Amber, and that's why she decided not to do it tonight, because she got sick when she got upstairs. I told you to wear a mask because I was like, oh, you did it on your own, sorry. And she wore a mask and everything, and she after being up there for like 20 minutes, she's like, I can't take this anymore. And we were gonna play Mario Kart together tonight with you, but she just said, I can't. I got a headache. I gotta lay down.
That's fair. One
like,
day we'll break the curse.
I understand that. Well, one day we'll break the curse. I promise.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get too much into it because for obvious reasons on your sake. I don't understand how that's allowed in that house, legally speaking. But again, it's just, I just feel bad because of health concerns. You guys got to live with all the animals.
I know. It might be different where you live, but we live in a country, so.
Yeah, I think it's more just because of how things are enforced. That's the difference.
Oh.
How many cats do you have? I can answer that for him. Too many. You can narrow it down from there.
I want to say it's close to at least freaking 20.
And that is why I
know.
said too many, because yeah, that's a lot.
I know.
The legal limit, I think, is like
before
3
anybody
cats
has,
in a
like,
house.
trust me, I know. So exhausting. It's just like yesterday. Like it took me almost 2 hours to take care of everything upstairs because I couldn't. That and I had to legit take a break. I had to legit sit down and just rest myself for a little bit because one, I was tired, and two, it's just like I legit can't with this right now.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's non-taking cat. Yeah.
Oh, is that intermission?
Trust me, my mother and my father, they would save so much money if they just get rid of those things.
Hey, why am I doing that? This is custom items. We have broken stuff on. I don't need to park in front of the item box like I normally do.
Trust me, me and my brother have had this conversation with my mother so many times. Both me and my brother don't understand why she's doing this.
Yeah.
But
I know there's only so much you can really say at that point, just until things change. I just hope it does for your own sanity.
I hope so too. That's why me and Amber want to kind of move and get our own place at this point. But
that's understandable.
When's the... Not in this economy, no. Nah.
no, right?
That won't happen.
Although, to be fair, I think you can afford a house before you can afford RAM. That's a true statement now.
To be perfectly honest, I like the spin out animation. It's very forgiving.
Oh yeah. Oh no, a blue shell. Whatever shall I do?
Lose.
Busted mode. If we don't have a dodge item there, I'm gonna be concerned. It's the only thing I would have would be another blue shell.
To be perfectly honest, I've been eyeing this Mario Kart World bundle for like a whole week this week during Black Friday sales and all that other junk. I was like, I really need to bite the bullet and get it now. I was like, I need to get it now. This is like perfect opportunity to do so. And then the thing is though, like I tried Amazon, I tried Best Buy and everything else, and couldn't find a payment plan that worked with me. So I was like, because I obviously don't have the money right now, so I wanted to set up a payment plan in order to pay for this thing.
Oh no.
So
yeah, I mean, at least you found something that worked for that reason.
yeah, I found something that worked.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
was
usually
funny,
not
'cause
a fan of doing payment plans for stuff like that, but in this economy where things are going up like 300% in value in a month, it's actually a better deal to do those kind of plans now.
Yeah.
That's saying something. Well, now I know you actually get to play Prime 4 at 120 FPS if you want to, because now you can just play it on the Switch too.
What sucks is I just ordered the Switch version of the game.
I
didn't
mean,
know if I was gonna have a Switch.
You can get the
version
upgrade, so
but
it's not that big.
Yeah,
a
I
deal.
can get the upgrade. And it's like what, $10 upgrade? I'm sure
It is, yeah. It's a $60 game with a $10 upgrade, or you buy the $70 game. It literally doesn't matter. I just got 2 bullet bills in second place. I love this game mode. That's why I'm glad it's back.
How did I smack 2 people with a blue shell?
Oh crap! Go bullet, go! Go bullet, go! I just dodged 4 blue shells.
Sorry.
Sorry, apparently 5. There was a second one coming.
Oh, I got 4th. Cool.
Nice.
Am I the only one that actually kind of likes Donkey Kong's new design?
Oh, it's not bad. I think he looks a little more funky in this compared to Bonanza, but that's just because he's more expressive in Bonanza. He looks great there.
Yeah.
It's
And
not
I
a bad
know,
new
I know
design.
you like it, Amber. I shouldn't have said that.
Didn't
I
they
shouldn't
just
have
show off
said
like
it
Diddy
that way.
Kong's new design recently too? Like from the movie?
I don't know.
I thought I saw a headline about it, but I'm like, didn't they also show his new design in Bonanza? So that almost feels like clickbait. I don't open those articles for that reason. Oh, yeah,
I
it
saw
does.
an article today that made me laugh, and I felt bad because, like, it's one of those things of like, oh man, if only you knew how bad it was, kind of situations. It said, let me try to find out. Frick. Let me find the article. Basically, it was the Monster Hunter Wilds director said he hoped, like, I guess there was an update to the game, and he says, I hope you guys come back and enjoy the game. It's just like, oh.
I mean, that's depressing,
That's
but
not
also I guess
good.
makes sense with how Monster Hunter's
Like,
kind
when
of
you
been pretty
phrase it
bad
that
this
way, I hate being that way, but I think Monster Hunter kind of got too big for its own good sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Not to
Especially
say
with
that's
this beta
that's
thing.
a bad thing. Not to say that that's a bad thing by any stretch of the means, but like,
Oh my
I just
god, are
hate
you
how-
kidding? How did I not hit the rail?
I just hate how the new game just came and went like a dust on wind, you know? It's just like,
Well, I
it
mean,
just, everybody
it was
just stopped
pretty
talking
horribly
about it when it came
optimized
out.
and didn't have much at launch, so I can see why it kind of came and went. Like, people thought the last entry on PS4 was more feature-rich.
'Cause I remember people played Rise for a while, and when the DLC came out, it was just even longer. And then
Oh, yeah.
Wilds came out, and it was just kind of just, oh yeah, that game came out.
Yeah,
Kinda-
kind of, yeah, because people forgot for good reasons. I know, like, kind of in a similar vein, it's more just like a sad thing to hear kind of situation, but I know Yacht Club was actually just in an interview recently, and they said kind of the same thing about their new game that we don't know when comes out, because we still haven't heard a release date for Mina the Hollower. But they said if it doesn't sell well, that's not going to be good. Because, yeah, imagine making Shovel Knight for literally a decade and nothing really else. You kind of need something else to perform well now so you can actually survive as a company. Fancy that.
Yeah.
Because they haven't done much in years. That's the issue. So I'm not surprised to hear that.
So-
It's just still sad.
The moral of the story is, when Mina the Hollower comes out, everybody needs to go buy it.
That's kind of how they're phrasing it. I don't think they need it that much because they said if we got like 100k units sold, oh god. But if it's like 200k, we should be fine. So it feels almost like an over-exaggeration for like we're not doing that good, because 100k difference in sales is not gonna shutter the company.
No.
It was kind of weird as a headline. But again, they haven't done much in years, and that the Mina delay did not help. They announced it, and then we haven't heard anything since. It's been 2 months since the announcement, with still no ETA. So people are going to forget that's going to come out. Because it's just not going to be relevant anymore. That's going to be the problem. And unfortunately, Yacht Club kind of did that to themselves. So you have to at least keep people informed, or don't announce your games 4 years in advance. Like most indies seem to do. Wait, I'm sorry, did I read that wrong. I thought you said when Pokemon got revealed, it looked like a PS2 game. Oh wait, that's that's every Pokemon game since the Switch. Ew. Alright, sorry, that was an easy low-hanging fruit. It was too easy. Monster Hunter Wild, to me, didn't really look like a PS2 game. To me, it just looked too busy. I didn't really like how the game itself looked like it had so much going on. Graphically speaking, it looked kind of confusing to keep up with. And then, lo and behold, it was too demanding. Which I called from the first trailer. Like, that looks like a lot. I hope that game doesn't run like crap. Guess what the first headline I read about Monster Hunter Wilds was about. It run like crap. Because when a game pushes in way too much on the graphical power, it falls apart.
Yeah. That's why I just want games to be fun. I don't care about graphics as much anymore. I say that and I'm like, Metroid Prime 4 looks so pretty.
I mean, to be fair, art style is what really sells it, because Prime 4 is pretty simplistic.
Thing is, though, it's like
when you boil it down in graphics, but it looks good because of its art style.
Yeah. And not only that, like every Prime game's had that same like vibe to it. It's atmospheric. Yeah. Every Metroid game's the same way.
In a lot of ways, yeah. At least in terms of presentation.
I don't think I'm gonna get my copy of Prime 4 until probably Monday at this rate.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm getting mine, because I haven't seen it even ship yet, but I won't be surprised if I get it.
Yeah.
Notification after I cut broadcast, because that's what happened with Kirby last, like, a couple weeks ago.
Oh shoot, I can finally play Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom in 60 frames.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you can play the Zelda games on the Switch without seeing a PowerPoint in Lost Woods. So it's great.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't have the Switch 2 upgrade, they still run better in that specific area. It's insane.
I still need to... Is the Kirby DLC fun?
It's good, yeah. It's more Kirby.
Okay.
So if you liked Forgotten Land, you'll like the DLC. And you've beaten the game, so you can access all the levels now.
Yeah.
So it's good for your sake for that reason, yeah. My only complaint about it is it doesn't feel like there's enough there for $20. And I don't like how the performance upgrades are locked behind the paywall, but it is worth it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just one of the weirder Switch 2 editions. One of the best ones, but it's also one of the weird ones.
Okay, so... What games have Nintendo Switch 2 editions? There's... Mario Party Jamboree, Super Mario Party Jamboree, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Kirby's Forgotten Land, Metroid Prime 4. Is there anything else?
In terms of like the proper upgrades?
Pokemon.
Yeah. I mean,
Pokemon.
I struggle to call that a Switch 2 edition because it's literally just a performance upgrade. There was no new features or no new modes.
Yeah.
That could have been part of the free upgrade, honestly, because...
Yeah.
That is where one of those situations I will admit that was greed, whether it be from Nintendo or Pokemon Company. That was definitely a greedy move.
We haven't even played Pokemon yet.
I gotta get back to it. It's been fun. I've not played in like 2 weeks though because of all the stuff I'm working on.
Dude, there's like too many games coming. I mean, like it's like this every freaking year at this time of year. All the games come out, and I'm just like, dude, I haven't even touched this game yet.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's so much that always comes out at the very end, especially going into like the fall season, like with late September, early October. It's just nothing but chaos if you're trying to keep up with new releases. MK Wii meta. Be back.
Oh, and Violet got a free upgrade too. Oh yeah, I forgot about that too.
That's I forgot in this argument, it's a different thing, which is why it was so hard to like think about other upgrades, because there's Switch 2 editions and then there's Switch 2 like free upgrades. And that's a free upgrade. But it's also the same idea as how the newest Pokemon got basically the same treatment, but it's a paid upgrade. Why? That's why I hate these Switch 2 editions. They're so confusing. I'm mentioning that in my video because it's just such a mess.
You know what? I just now thought about it. It's actually probably good that I got the Switch version of Metroid Prime 4 because I got the better box art.
That's
true,
yeah.
Box art with the
box art on
so
the other
for
one is
Switch
just
2.
crunched.
God, why do they? I get why they do it is because they want to differentiate between the Switch 1 and Switch 2 version of the game. But for crying out loud, man, that is ugly. That little like blurb of text, that's just ugly. Put it on the back of the box, please.
Yeah, it gives me those same vibes as they had from like the Switch 1 when they said it was a download code for a game or something. It's like the same kind of crap that no one liked. Isn't Prime 4 the same way? No, that's a paid upgrade. And it gives you... Well, no, yeah, you're right. I think it does just give you a performance upgrade, so that could have just been a free one. Because the only thing I could think that's different is you're getting 120 FPS. Pokemon didn't even do that.
And mouse controls.
Yeah, mouse controls because of the Switch 2. So, I mean, I don't agree with that being paid either. They're only $10 upgrades, but it's still very bare bones. So I don't know. I have the same complaint with PlayStation 4 to 5 games. The Xbox is the only one of the three that just has a free upgrade, just for every game. If it's on the Xbox One and then got released on Xbox Series, you didn't have to pay extra. It was just downloaded automatically. And I don't know why the other two companies couldn't follow suit. As much as I don't like the current things Microsoft has done, early days they actually done a good job for Series. Like when it launched.
Imagine my surprise when I have the copy of Fallout 4 I've had for years, and I played it on stream, and I got the PS5 version immediately. I was like, thank God I don't have to pay for those.
And then a year later, Bethesda said, but you got to pay for this, and it's a worse version of the game.
I know.
It's like, guys, you had it right the first time, and apparently it's a worse version of the game. It's like, you did it again. How do you keep on making a worse version on an upgrade? This happens literally every time they release a game. Every time.
I will say, now that I have the Switch 2, though, I am finishing Bravely Default. Next year, Bravely Default will be finished.
And now you can actually just play it, yeah.
I can play it now. I mean, I could play it originally, it's just... I don't know, I don't like... Like, this is, like I mentioned before, it's kind of a little bit of a weird situation. It's just like, yeah, we can share consoles, we share the PS5 just fine. Thing is, though, that's literally staying in one place. This is a handheld, you know?
Yeah, I get it. Because with handhelds, you both want to play things at the same time. It's a lot harder. Not to mention, you also are going to want to play certain games together, which you can't do if you don't have another system.
Yeah. I'm almost done, almost 100% of my Digimon game I've been playing for a while. I put too many freaking hours into it. I'm getting tired of it. I just need to move on. The thing is, though, I played both games in the collection. I didn't.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
I played both of them. That's why there's so many hours. I played both of the games. So if you look at my time, it's kind of embarrassing on my profile. I hate to admit it. I hate whenever I do that because then it's like, dude, what are you doing? You spend that much time. Like, dude, I play games slow. I'm sorry, I play games slow. Sometimes whenever I'm multitasking too, like I'll either be watching a video or editing my videos, doing work while I'm playing game. Sometimes I'm just sitting in the game menu while I'm working. So
yeah,
of course time's gonna be racking up sometimes. I tend to multitask when I play video games because, I don't know, playing video games is a good distraction.
It can be, yeah.
It helps me concentrate. I've always been that way ever since I was young. I mean, it always it always helps my concentration if I'm playing a game doing something I'm doing right now. Or shoot, I did that when I was studying.
Yeah, I get that. I mean,
For
sometimes you
tests
just
and
need
stuff
a
like
break
that.
from something, and that helps. Although sometimes it's too much of a break.
When I look
but...
at your Tales of Grace's F hours, yeah, I know. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's like, how many hours? 400. Why?
Why not?
I was trying to do everything in the game. That's what I was trying to do. I leveled up my characters to max level. I did all the stuff. I don't know why I do that in RPGs either. Like, especially like if I'm playing on the Switch, I'm not getting achievements for. Heck,
Yeah.
modern games nowadays don't even give you an achievement for max level characters. Who cares?
Yeah, I mean,
don't
at
even
that
know
point,
why I do it.
you're just doing it for your own sake, because there's, no reward.
It's like right now, I actually could probably just finish Digimon because all I'm doing is raising up a rank on my character all the way to max. But the thing is though, like max rank of the character is 20. I'm on 17 right now. When I beat the game, I was on 13. That tells you how much grinding there is. I get it. They want you to play New Game Plus just to get more. I don't want to go through New Game Plus. I hate going through New Game Plus in RPGs. To be perfectly honest, I hate
RPGs
going
are too long
New
for
Game
that.
Plus.
You're spending way too much time just to get like 1 or 2 little extras out of New Game Plus, and it's just not worth it for that reason.
Ooh, I like this remix. This is probably I like this remix a lot.
It still has the super broken lap 2 shortcut though. So if you have mushrooms, which gives us mushroom only, everyone should be taking the shortcut going to lap 2. It saves you like 15 seconds. If they're gonna bring back Mario Circuit 3, at least I'm glad I did Circuit 1 and 2 alongside of it, because I'm so tired of 3. I guess it's like their fan favorite because it was like the first course ever made for Mario Kart, but it's been in too many games. Man, it's so nice to have a skill-based Mario Kart game where you can just take the shortcuts and not feel punished because there's a blue shell on your rear end at the final turn. And that's why custom items are great.
Curious. Hey Matthew, how many hours in Digimon did you put? 470. That's bad.
You're lucky there's 2 games in that one title. Split it down the middle.
Has Amber started playing Silent Hill F yet? No, she's gonna get to it eventually though. She's trying to finish her Digimon game, as well as Donkey Kong Bonanza. She's trying to finish that game. She's gonna eventually get to Silent Hill F though. I think that might be the next game after those 2. You haven't even played the remake of 2 yet? Oh shoot, yeah. You haven't even touched Metal Gear Solid Delta. Holy crap! Yeah, we've been behind.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think she's mentioned much on that because that's just 3 with a paint skin.
I know. Like Delta's like what, a 10-hour game?
Yeah, it's also not terribly long compared to other releases. Because Silent Hill F is a short game until you realize you got to play it multiple times because there's multiple endings. So it's actually a pretty meaty adventure. Yeah.
Is there multiple endings in Silent Hill F?
Yeah, there are. I heard that when you're doing your first playthrough, you are guaranteed to get the bad ending because it sets up for the other endings. So no matter what you do, you get a very specific one to end. And then after that, you get branching storylines. But you have to play the game multiple times to unlock it. It changes over time. But from what I understand, you're still playing the whole game and some things change here and there, but not everything.
I know that Silent Hill 2 had multiple endings as well.
I've heard it kind of compared to like a visual novel like 999 because it's a similar premise where a lot of it's the same and you can skip some stuff, but you will still be experiencing a lot of the same stuff.
Well, I know that I think Nier Automata is the same way, where you have like
Yeah.
a lot of endings you have to do.
Yeah, it's
That's
easier to
another game
compare
I'd like
Silent Hill F
to do.
to Nier Automata to most people because of that, because it's a very similar concept.
Yeah, Amber's pretty deep in the new Digimon game. You're at endgame? You think you're at endgame? Okay. You are at endgame, okay. And Donkey Kong, she's pretty, like, think she's over the halfway point in Donkey Kong right now, so. Hopefully whenever she beats those two games, she'll probably either play Silent Hill F or Metal Gear Solid Delta probably next, I'd imagine. Oh, oh, Three Hopes, that's right. You're trying to finish Three Hopes so you can play... You wanted to finish Three Hopes before you play Age of Imprisonment. That's another game that's on the list of things to play, because you wanted to play Age of Imprisonment.
That's because, yeah, it did just come out in this month. It's so funny. I've heard, like, nobody talk about it. I think just people are tired of Warriors games at this point. That's probably why.
I heard it's good, though. I heard it's really,
yeah, no, I heard
it's like
good.
The best Warriors
I just only
game.
heard, like, 3 people, I think, talk about it I follow, which is very small.
And
I think 2 of those people
really
were Zelda
sad.
channels, so that's saying something.
I heard that people say that it's like one of the best Warriors game in a while. It's a lot better than Age of Calamity. I mean, I know that's probably not saying much, but
I mean, that's a high bar to push over, though, because AOC was really good.
Yeah. I still prefer the original myself, though, but that's just because because the original was kind of just a fan love letter to the series, so.
Oh, yeah. That game specifically did play on a lot of the different timelines, so it was a big nostalgia letter.
Oh, yeah, and I forgot. Shoot. We were just talking about that not too long ago, but they're remaking Amber's first Dynasty Warriors game she's ever played in her life, so she's like, oh, no. I gotta get this one now.
Yeah, that's why people are getting
Dynasty
fatigued,
3?
because that's just too many Dynasty Warrior games these past few years.
Was it Dynasty
That's a
Warriors 3? Dynasty Warriors 3? Okay, yeah. They're remaking that one.
In some
I
ways,
wanna
either, I'm
finish
kind
Tears
of the
of
same.
Kingdom.
Whoa. I still have only played a handful of hours at most, so I'm not going to get any of the context for AOI. That's why I haven't bought it yet, because I think I should just finish Tears first, and then play Age.
Now you got the best opportunity to play Tears now.
Yeah, exactly. On an unrelated note, I know how juggling works at this point, because that's what I've been doing for so many games these past few months.
Yeah. I was telling Amber, I said, I don't know what I'm going to play next. I was thinking about playing after I finish Digimon. Yeah, I can play Kirby Air Riders. I was thinking about that.
Yeah, exactly.
But the other thing, I was wanting to play Super Mario Galaxy 2. I never played it before.
I still need to pick up that version at some point. And it's also been low on the priority list because I have both games.
Yeah.
I was hoping maybe they could give it a sale when they did the Black Friday. So now, okay. All right. Nintendo on sale. That's
sale
definitely
somewhere.
not the same thing.
I saw it on sale somewhere.
Interesting. I've been looking. I haven't seen the physical version on sale at all, and it was not on sale on eShop.
Oh, that's right. I remember it was on that Woot. You know that
okay.
Woot, like,
That makes sense.
part of Amazon that sometimes you can find a lot of really cheap games, like brand new games, really cheap on Woot. I don't know how you get that. Like, is it just like a separate part of Amazon? Or
Essentially, I've used
you have
Loop before because that's how I got my Neat Bumblebee 2 mic that I have now. I got that for like $18. It was a steal. But it's essentially just a subsidiary of Amazon at this point because thanks, appreciate it. It's like a subsidiary because I logged in with my Amazon credentials and just basically used Amazon Pay. It was like I was shopping on Amazon. It came within like a week. It pretty much had all their same setups of like Amazon packaging and all that. It just felt like I ordered from Amazon, honestly.
I think, how much was the Mario Mario Galaxy Bundle. I forgot how much it was.
If you get it physically or both the games together on the eShop, it's $70.
I saw
it's
it
just
for
when you buy
$55 on Loot.
Oh, that's a really good deal, yeah, because those games.
It was $55 on Loot.
It's like almost 25 a piece, close to it.
Yeah, it was.
I would pick that up.
On Loot.
That's good.
I need to keep an eye out on Loot then, because I see a lot of deals on Loot.
Yeah, there's a lot of good deals. I notice a lot.
But I mean, I follow. I'm the same way Ethan is. I follow Wario64 on all his socials. That's how I found out about Loot.
Yeah, I do the same. It's just I miss a lot of those posts, which is hard to really keep up. Especially when I've been barely using social media these past few years. I've just been using it maybe like 30 minutes for an entire day, and it's been really good.
I
felt so healthy.
Dude, that's probably a lot of good for your mental health.
Oh, 100%. That's how I know about some of the stuff going on in certain like communities, but it's also so far out of touch with the negativity. And it's just been so nice. That and I've just stopped using Twitter altogether and use Blue Sky, which has had another positive impact. People aren't rage baiting over there in the same way.
Yeah.
I'm still getting a lot of my news from Blue Sky like I was in the past with Twitter. So it's not like I'm missing anything.
Don't use Twitter because freaking they use the R slur way too much over there.
Yeah, people really like the rage bait, including racial slurs. I never understood.
Oh man,
I had the golden. That's the whole reason. Yeah, he thought, I was like, wait, how do they use the R star? Please describe. As soon as he does that, he's instantly getting kicked out of this call because I'm not getting canceled. There are some bullets you need to dodge in life. That is a giant one.
Speaking of this, it just reminds me of that instance with Linus Tech Tips.
Yo.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there's a couple of those we can talk about because he didn't know about some sexual terms too.
I felt so bad for him because I was like, Linus, you are so innocent, my dude. Oh my gosh, protect this man, please.
I'm legit shocked he didn't know about certain like sexual terms, and he makes so many sex jokes in his videos. Luke knows more than him. He's good. He's lucky he has a friend like that to kind of call him out and say, hey man, maybe don't say that specific phrase, or maybe don't say that word, because that's not good. That dude would be like, I like gooning, and then Luke is gonna stare at him and laugh because he doesn't know what that means.
Oh. It just reminded me of the recent Zero Lenny video that he just posted. Oh god. His mother, I swear, is like the most wholesome thing ever. His mother comes on stream all the time, and
you know what?
She said something like someone in chat said something, obviously. So she she comes on stream one time, says, "How's my gooner doing?" And everybody just had to stop and just like.
Okay, yeah, it's like I can see why people had to stop when your mother calls you that.
They didn't have the heart to tell her. They did not have the hell until she found out, and she's like, "Oh my god!"
Yep. Before, my mom was looking out the window
I love his videos so much.
My mom was looking out the window. She was seeing someone like wee whacking, and she said, "I didn't have the heart to tell her either for that same reason." But she said, "Oh, that guy across the street, he's wee whacking right now. Looks like he's over there edging." I'm like, don't say that.
I hate how Gen Z humors ruin words like that. It's just like, stop. That's not what I meant. But no, I still to this day one of the things that made me laugh the most out of that whole thing with Linus Tech Tips, it's like saying, yeah, back in my day we used to drop the hard R, and everybody's like,
it's like,
what?
oh no. Linus, you just got back from being canceled. Don't get canceled a second time.
And then he says, do you know what that means? He says, yeah. And it's like, so you said the N-word. And he says, no, what are you talking about? No. And he said, what? That's what the term hard R means. And he's like, no. And then it's like, I was like, oh my God, poor Linus.
That's why I say, I don't know which one's worse on not knowing terminology. Linus or Chaka Conroy, because they're both pretty bad.
Yeah. I was like, dude, what the heck? I felt so bad. It was just like, dude, be thankful you don't know what that means. Just be thankful you don't know what that means.
This is why, at least on that front, I've been teaching myself that kind of terminology, just to know, one, not to say for very obvious reasons, and two, actually have the context if someone's that dumb about it. Or just uneducated, I guess.
Yeah.
I noticed an issue with yellow-only rule set. I keep on getting coin blocks.
Yeah. I was wondering if we're still on custom items.
Yeah. I keep on changing it every game. I just do random. And then this one, I kind of played with it a little bit more, but it's still mostly random.
What did they add in this update? I don't know what they did. Holy crap. Holy mother of coins.
Yeah, you just got a lot. Remember what I talked about before about how easy it's going to be to unlock things now? You're welcome. This mode is going to help on your coin count because of all the coins.
Oh my gosh, there's a bunch of coins. Holy crap.
You guys are going to be unlocking a couple vehicles after just these 4 races.
This is Super Mario Bros. 2. New Super Mario Bros. 2. All over again.
We have so many coin items and none of them matter. But to answer that question of yours, what they really changed in the update, the big thing is this, custom items. So now we can actually play with the custom items like we did in Mario Kart Deluxe and also Sonic Racing Cross World. Then there's the changes to some of those intermission courses where pretty much any course going to Koopa Troopa Beach, it went from sucking terribly to it's decent now. They're a lot better. Here, I'll pick one. Which one was like unique? Yeah, it was this one, going to Peach Stadium, because it introduced a thing from the single player into it. I don't normally pick intermissions, but that's just to answer the question. Some intermission labs, only 8, so they still have more work to do. But besides that, it's still a positive improvement. Unfortunately, we're playing Koopa Troopa Beach, so I'm gonna get bored fast. Oh, it's one of the intermissions. It's going the other way.
Who's Warpbox?
Well, remember I have the room code in the title, so yeah, probably viewer.
Okay. Oh, I see. I didn't know. Sorry.
Yeah,
no, you gave it out in the chat.
Yeah, see, originally this was a straight line. Now it's a straight line with 2 U-turns. Somewhat different. And then the other thing they did was they changed how the rooms work a little bit, so I can take us all into an online worldwide now, which is very convenient for just starting that kind of thing in a group and then moving into a game of randoms. That's really nice to do, because it's, again, I'm going to compare it again, because it's the easiest one to compare things with, but it's also like Sonic Racing Cross World. They have the same option there with just how you can
That was another game I got. I got it on the Switch, but I wonder if it can. Is it
on
upgradable
Switch 2 now.
on Switch 2?
Yeah, it's a $10 upgrade.
Wait. Okay, $10 upgrade. Thank God. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know that's the thing I was worried about, because I didn't know Sega was gonna pull their freaking Sonic Shadow Generations nonsense.
Yeah,
so
I was worried about that too.
Did I buy the wrong one? I was like, did I buy the wrong version of the game? It's like, oh no.
You did. It's called, you gotta buy the PC version, baby. Because then you can play Shadow of the Clock. On Switch 2, I think they said it was fully physical.
I think on. Okay, I gotta actually say something about that. Is it bad? I'm getting fatigued about the key card thing.
In what direction?
At
Tired of
this point-
seeing them or just the complaints?
The complaints. I get
I would
where
just say
people are
tired of
coming
it.
from, but in the same, I get why people are upset. Trust me, I have a big collection of games. If you ever see my stream, you see the big bookshelf behind me. But in the same sense, it's just like I'm tired. Like, dude, this is the future game. It's always going to be a kind of a digital. It's getting to that point. This is the best they could do to compromise. That's fine. I get it. I don't know. I just feel like
I just feel like they're almost like a waste to have as a product. So it tells me we're like phasing out physical entirely at this stage.
yeah.
Like, we know it's so bad that
That's
video
what I'm
game
saying.
preservation museums in Japan won't even put those titles in the museum. And we've never heard that before. So, there was backlash even from, like, apparently big names. I don't care. That's my thing. If I see a game keycard for a game, I'll just buy it digital. That's how I feel it. I just think that because we're going into a storage shortage, and this is such a new standard for the SD card situation, people's Switch 2s are going to fill up, like, instantly. And that's
I
gonna
know.
suck with every game being game keycard from the third parties. Even Nintendo won't be shy of it because we won't release a game on a game keyboard. It's gonna be fully physical. The next Pokemon game is gonna be a game keycard. Different statement entirely.
That's not-
because
that's
it's
not
not
really-
every company going
that's-
through Nintendo will follow that mentality. That's Pokemon Company for you.
Yeah.
So immediately their statement beat them in the rear, and it had nothing to do with them. So you can't make those kind of
What
promises.
if the game is really big? I don't know.
We don't know. That or like really small, because we've seen that problem too. Small games just don't justify the 64 gig cost. If it's like 12 gigs, then yeah, I can see why they're going with Game Key Card, because Pokemon Company is apparently about maximizing that profit at the customer's expense, as we've seen over the years. I like their games, I just don't like
I don't know.
the company behind them. Like, Game Freak always gets completely pushed out.
I guess in a sense it's like I think it's I'm getting so desensitized to game companies doing what they do, because they're
Yep.
just gonna do it. I don't like. Sure, I can have an opinion about it and be like, I don't agree with it, but I'm not gonna dedicate any more time to that than me just stating it. I guess that's the best way I can describe it. Like I just don't. I don't really care about a lot of things anymore when it comes to the gaming company anymore, or gaming industry and as a whole.
Yeah, because you don't have control over any of this. That's the problem. So it's like,
Yeah.
why get worked up over a thing you literally can't have control
Yeah.
over? Vote with your wallet.
I'm
move
getting
on.
too old for. I'm getting too old for this crap. Like I just saw the other day, like they showed a cutscene in Prime 4 that was making the rounds. If FF7's 90 gigs, that's
Yeah.
understandable that it's a game key card.
They
I
literally
don't-
can't fit
I
it on the
don't mind
cartridge. At most, they can put some of it on cart, and the rest of it's a download, and that's why they just opt to do the game key card instead.
Yeah. But stuff like Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD remake, no, stop. Same
Octopath
with
Traveler's
Puyo
Zero-
Puyo Tetris.
Octopath right now is, I think, the biggest one to call out, because that game is literally like a mess from Square. Switch 1's fully on the cartridge, Switch 2's a game key card, and you can't upgrade. They literally knew what people would do, and they just like voided that specific scenario. People would buy it physically on Switch and upgrade, and they just apparently didn't want that for some reason. It's extremely anti-consumer. And that's relevant because it comes out tomorrow.
It does?
Yeah, the 4th.
I didn't know it came. Oh, yeah, that's right. You said something about that in Amber's Discord, Ethan. I forgot about that. I completely forgot that Octopath Zero. See, that's how much I don't hear about this stuff anymore.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I haven't heard Square really advertise that game at all. I only knew it's coming out because of that word of mouth. If Ethan didn't tell me, I wouldn't have known either. It's like, if it's not Final Fantasy or Kingdom Hearts, they kind of just send out whatever to die, it feels like, anymore, because I never hear about any of their other releases.
I don't understand why, like, a lot of Sega's games are getting key cards. I'm glad that Sonic Cross Worlds is not. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds isn't.
Yeah, I mean,
but
that would have been really weird otherwise.
Sonic X Shadow Generations has no excuse being a game key card.
No.
There's
that
no excuse for it.
That easily could have fit on the card. To miss the days where you barely went online, just played the game. And that's why I've been doing that more. Because it's so good. I've literally watched like a video series of someone talking about that, and the comments is all relating, saying, yeah, it's been like the best thing for mental health, just disconnecting. And just not seeing this crap. Like, exactly. More people are doing that now because we're just tired of it. At most, I'll go online like this for the stream, and this is where I get a lot of my extra information. It's from what you guys can tell me in chat. Because otherwise, I avoid a lot of this stuff because it's just draining.
Yeah. Oh, did my thing get done? Shoot. My TV's turned off. I guess it got done downloading. Oh. Figure out what's going on that, but that's okay. But yeah, I miss that stuff too. My problem is I'm just addicted to social media. That's my problem.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be on it as much. I can admit it. I'm addicted. That's my problem. I need to go. I need to kind of cleanse my palate, like you guys have.
Yeah, I mean, I've been finding like the easiest way to do that. It's been playing a lot more games on my Steam Deck or on the Switch or Switch 2. It's gotten me away from that because I'm not on a computer. I'm not reaching for my phone more. So just distracting yourself with something to get involved with makes a lot of sense.
The only thing I have on notifications for, like, I have notifications on my social media for like when certain users post stuff. The only thing I have is for like Amber's, mine, yours, Lester, Ethan's notifications if he ever posted something. And like Cheap Ass Gamer and Wario 64. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, it makes sense for
that's
either
just because
friends or deals.
Deals on video games. That's it. I don't do it anything else besides that. And sometimes, because the way that Wario 64's channel is built, I get my gaming news out of it sometimes too.
Yeah. I've been noticing I've just been doing that more with Wario 64 for that stuff instead of Cheap Ass Gamer, because they've been mainly on like, as weird of a combo as this is, Twitter and then Threads. Who uses Threads? I think I only just recently started to use Blue Sky. So, like, if I just check Blue Sky, I can't really see what they're saying. But Wario 64 was on Blue Sky, like, as soon as it became a public thing. So it's been easier to keep up with what they've been posting.
I need to get... I'm rarely on Blue Sky. I have my Blue Sky account, and I do occasionally look on it, but I just don't get on it as much as I used to, like everybody else does.
Yeah, I mean, I just like migrated from one to the other, so that's why it's been the same habits I have at Twitter, but less because I just cut back over the years.
I've just been addicted.
That's one of the few I have on my phone, so I can check things.
Yeah, I guess I'm just addicted to Twitter, I guess. I don't know. Which is unhealthy. And...
Grok, take him out.
Man. Grok, is this true?
Grok, do my taxes. It'll fail horribly. Don't even try.
I'm only on Discord still. Haven't made a... Ethan, like I mentioned earlier, you have a lot more persistence than a lot of us do. You have a lot. You are very, very resilient, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair,
you're a lot
you got
better
away,
about this
that's
stuff
good.
than I am.
I don't really like using Discord because for me, it's social media, but way more clunky. So I only really use it to talk with friends, and that's about it.
Yeah.
But the
That's kind of how
The social media, because I know the people who made Blue Sky were the people who originally made Twitter. And Twitter just warped in the past, and a lot of people migrated. That's why it's like, that's really the only social I use. And even then, I've been sparingly using it. I have to keep it up because of the video and stream stuff, but that's about it. So I barely check in on other things because of that. They don't really need to. All right, let's do a normal one, but then, you know, get rid of you. That's it. Everything is on except the boomerang, as God intended. It's nice. You guys can actually see the rule sets when I'm doing this, because we couldn't do that in 8 Deluxe.
Kill the boomerang.
Who actually likes the boomerang?
Nobody likes the boomerang.
No, it's terrible. It stays in your hand for too long, and it's super obnoxious to players. The people don't like it at all.
I haven't made new account anymore since I gave up on Twitter. Like I said, Ethan, you made the smart choice, my friend. You really have. If anybody's won at life at this point, it's you.
That's one way to put it, but yeah, you're right.
Jeez. Imagine avoiding all that nonsense. Couldn't be me.
It's nice. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I'm the only one in this group that's still somehow not.
My problem is it's freaking...
It's not bad to be on the platforms, it's just don't be on it 24/7. Because then you need to go touch grass. And I swear, you better not be touching grass while scrolling. That doesn't count.
Well, what if I eat a salad? That's technically touching grass.
Well, you're not touching it long enough, because now you eat it, it's gone. Now what do you do?
What's this remix of?
God. This is Toad's Factory from Wii. That's the one Mario Kart you haven't played. Yeah. So if you've seen people play it, you'll know it.
I heard this song so much, but I love how he's just like, the one you haven't played. And I knew exactly what you were talking about.
Because I know, like, of all the Mario Karts, I think it is just Wii you haven't touched at this point, right?
Yeah. Wii's the only one I haven't played.
We can fix that by playing with, like, the different distributions at this point. Honestly, if you're going to play one, I recommend playing Retro Rewind, and we can play it online. Easily. And the reason why I say Retro Rewind is you get all the original Mario Kart Wii courses, but you also get quality of life stuff to it, and also brand new courses. They're all retro remixes, for the most part. But if you ever want to play, that's the way I would go at this point.
It must be hard to touch grass if there isn't anywhere nearby. My yard just has rocks. Go touch rocks.
Close enough, yeah.
Says Brock from Computer City. Touch rocks. I am glad I got the Switch 2 now. Then honestly, after having a crappy week, that made my day today.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, go away, go away, go away. Okay, we're fine. That was a lot of ice balls behind me. I don't know how I didn't get hit at all. So I guess now I can actually ask a very relevant question. How many bags are you getting for the Switch 2? Because I know you love bags.
What do you mean?
Travel case. You say you love collecting travel cases for your consoles.
I do.
I remember this.
I like... Man, you have a better memory than I do. Jesus. I think that conversation I meant to say I like having a nice travel bag. I like that's like, I don't know. It's something like my, how do I describe this? I like I've always liked cases with my handheld consoles. I don't know. When I was a kid, I've always loved having cases for my consoles, for a handheld specifically.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, you really need one for a handheld.
For the Switch 2 or Switch 1, sorry, let me go back a little bit. Switch 1, I think I only have like 2 bags. Well, no, okay, I'm counting both me and Amber's. I think we have like, four bags.
That would make sense. Cause, yeah, like
I remember
at least
like
one for like a primary, and then like for the Switch Lite.
I remember like early in the Switch's life, I still have this, by the way. Like I still use it for when we go on vacation and stuff like that. Like there's this traveling case that I have. It's Legend of Zelda themed. So it has like Triforce and all that other junk on it. But it was like an actual like traveling case for like your whole console with the dock and everything in it. So it's like kind of like a travel bag instead of like a case. And it's really nice. I still use that. I use that for like primarily on vacations and stuff when I'm taking the whole console with me instead of just handheld. Yeah, I use that for that. I have a regular like protection case for like if I go somewhere. It's like just a simple black carrying case. It's nothing too fancy about it. Just it has enough to hold the Switch console, and it has like a itty bitty mesh bag on the top portion of it.
Yeah.
And then Amber bought, I think it's for her Switch Lite. She bought a Pokemon themed traveling case for it's like purse sized for the console, and it had Pikachu and Eevee on it. And then just like not too long ago, I bought a Waterfield City Slicker Nintendo Switch carrying case, which is a very, very fancy case. It's really nice. I like it. It's it holds not only the Switch, it holds like a bunch of games, holds a bunch of like stuff like Joy-Cons and stuff like that inside of it. It's really nice. I think I might have showed it on stream one time. Really like this company. It's based off of San Francisco, and they make really good leather cases. I bought one for my 3DS as well. That was originally what I wanted a case, because I wanted a better traveling case for my 3DS than the one I had. The one I had for years, and it was falling apart. And I bought the City Slicker thing, and it's really nice. Just show a picture of it. I'm sorry, I really like talking about travel cases for handheld consoles.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
When I was a kid, and I got my Game Boy Color for the first time, that was like one of my first consoles I ever got. I remember my mom and dad gave me this Pokemon themed one, and I loved that thing. I loved having it around on me. I don't know, I just like bags in general. But as for what am I gonna do, how many am I gonna have? Probably just one for right now.
Yeah, no,
I
I
don't
was
know when
made
I'm
more
gonna
as a
get
joke, obviously. You
I
could probably
actually think I
reuse
could
some of those
probably
bags from the Switch
reuse
1
it,
for the Switch
yeah.
2. It just depends on if the system will fit. The dock might,
That's what I was thinking.
but yeah, I don't know. At least
Yeah.
we're trying.
Let me go find that picture. I'm gonna show you guys it.
Yeah, I mean,
I might have showed it
I
on
grabbed my
stream
case
once.
I have for the Switch 2, because I got a better one compared to the absolute pile of garbage that Nintendo sold for the Switch 1 case. I'll grab that one too, because it's horrible.
Oh, they got one for Switch 2 already. Wow. I'm surprised. How much is it? It's one of them really high detailed ones, so it's really expensive. $129 for this, by the way. But
I already
Here we
picked
go.
a cord. I got too many
That's-
cases in my hand. Because I grabbed a couple, because I
Literally,
have a
that's
couple
the-
talking points.
the one I have for the Switch is exactly like that one. That one's for the Switch too, but It's the exact same one. It's really nice. Namely the white version, the one that's white.
I'll look at the link here as the game starts. I think I'll show these in between the rule set, because I got a couple I'll talk about for that reason. Because I also want to give a shout out to the Steam Deck one for a whole different reason.
We don't have one for Steam Deck. We need to get one for
Yeah,
Steam
you do.
Deck.
It comes with the Steam Deck. Every
Oh,
Steam
yeah,
Deck
that's
came
right,
with
I
that
forgot.
case. And that case is legit like the best
My
case.
bad.
I was gonna say, if you don't have that, it's like, what happened?
My bad. I forgot. I don't use the Steam Deck as much as Amber does.
Yeah, that's fair.
To be fair, I don't use it as much as she does.
I know most of the stuff you play, you own on like your, mainly at this point, your Switch. Oh my god, what was that fling?
Curse my hyperfixation on things. That's why I mostly keep things on one thing.
Well, mind you, you have an ecosystem. That's not a fixation. That's just like you pick one platform and stick with it, and that's what most people do. I mainly stick with PC because that's where I built up a library for the past 10 years, so it's easy to go back and forward at the same time with that.
I just like seeing them. I like seeing this. Dude, the Switch cases, I'm not gonna lie, the Switch boxes like are really nice. The physical boxes are really nice. They're nice and easy to store. You don't have to worry about, you know, breaking a disc or anything because the cartridge is really small.
Yeah, I was gonna say the cartridges are like frail like anything else, but I feel like they're gonna hold up way better than a disc. I've dropped plenty of cartridges for the Switch. I've never had a problem. None of my games have had any like, scratches or defects to a point where they just stop working.
Yeah.
Plus, they're great if you want to throw up, because they have terrible taste. I know that for a fact, because every time I swap out a Switch game, and then I go to, like, eat something, it's still residue in my hands. Like, I washed this off. Why am I still tasting like this poison crap they put on the cart? It's like, it never goes away. That's the only thing I hate about the Switch cartridges. It's still a thing with the Switch, too. But I know why it's there for the coating. Not a bad thing to have. I just don't know why it's on my hand still. Get off.
I've never know. I don't know what that tastes like. Thank God. I never was curious to try it out. I don't know why people do it.
I mean, some people will just do it because why not? That's the problem.
Content. I know.
I know it only
content.
because of the indirect issue where, like I said, it just stays on your hand.
People do anything for content, and that's what sucks. Like, dude, what the heck? Licking
have you seen half my streams?
Cartridge.
Okay.
I don't even know what it tastes like. I swear, I've never even crossed my mind to try it.
But mind you, don't. You really don't want to. It's toxic for a reason. People do it for a meme. Like I said, the only thing I don't like is that residue sticks on your fingers for longer than you would like. So, I've sometimes had that as an indirect thing, which is terrible. But yeah, like, why would you put the cart in your mouth or like lick it? That I've never understood that. It's stupid.
Okay, so I found that article I was talking about, Monster Hunter Wilds. The title of it said, "I would appreciate it if you could pick it up again. Monster Hunter Wilds director pleads with lapsed players to return."
Yeah, that's kind of sad. Because he knows at that point the game is long but dead in the fans' eyes. They've moved on. So, one last push, please. Otherwise, we'll have to move on. And it sounds like that's probably going to happen. I don't think there's going to be enough of a player interest to keep the game alive for new DLC. That might just be done.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like, usually they have a big expansion whenever they, in the middle of the lifespan of it. They did it with Monster Hunter World and Monster Hunter Rise. Wouldn't be surprised they did it for a while. Maybe they already announced it. I don't know.
I haven't
half
heard
of these
anything
game
about an
announcements
expansion.
anymore. Half of these game announcements anymore. It's more of I sleep. I'm serious about that.
That's fair, because half of them are nothing burgers.
Like last year, and there was something online I did agree with that I saw that topical because next week is Game Awards. Like, did you happen to see all this crap that Jeff Keighley is trying to hint at, that he's got a big announcement game he's gonna be showing at the Game Awards?
Yeah, there's some weird cryptic thing about that. There's some location he's sharing that's a real thing. It looks like a Game of Thrones statue.
Yeah, and it's just
He does this every
there's
year,
a post
too,
here that I got. There's this post that I agree with. It's just every year, it's game companies are trying to capitalize on hype culture and all this other junk, but fall miserably on their face because it's literally nothing no one gives a crap about. And
it's usually just
Jeff
random
Keighley, he
thing.
said, and Jeff Keighley's the worst about this. You know that one meme going around saying, I had the pleasure of being able to present this game, and I don't know how life will go on exactly after this moment. And it's literally like that Muppet meme.
Yep. Well, I always think of that, he says that stuff, and then the game you see is this random 6 out of 10 game. It's usually something that looks kind of boring.
Dude, yes, last year, for example, last year they're saying, oh, well, here we got a big old game announcement at the very end of Game Awards. I don't know, this will be the first time we ever see this, blah, 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 world premiere, blah, 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 blah. And then they showed the, Naughty Dog's new game. And I'm just I don't feel anything. What do you do?
Jeff
what
Keighley, my legs are numb.
I don't know. I don't feel excitement at all. There's no hype. This game looks okay, like every other freaking game in this industry.
Yeah. Which, mind you, that's kind of the problem that Naughty Dog's had the past few years to begin with. But that's a whole other argument.
Well, I don't even remember the name of the game. I don't even remember. That's how.
Yeah, I don't either. It's some kind of space thing.
That's
it. That's all I remember about it.
You hate TGA. Yeah, I do too. But yeah, we watch it every year because I want to see what gets announced.
I hate
thinking
this
it's something
so
I
much.
care about.
Get the popcorn. It's on, baby. Yeah, I know. We're weird people on that one. I just watch it just because it's a fun time to hang out with people. That's about it.
Exactly. I literally say I hate TGAs. I really do, because it's stupid. Why are we giving these stupid Grammy awards, Oscar award nonsense to video games just to drive up console war BS and nonsense anymore? And then I'm okay, I don't care about that, but I'll watch for the freaking game review or game announcements.
Essentially.
Which all of them end up being crap I don't care about.
Yep.
I think last year the only thing that I cared about was Resident Evil 9. That's it.
Yeah, that's fair. And even that.
Okami 2. Okami 2. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say,
as well.
there was another one, but we have heard literally nothing since it was announced, so what was the point? They do that every year, too. They will announce a thing, and then it just goes in hibernation after that.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. Resident Evil 9 wasn't even announced at TGA's. That was at Summer Game Fest. My bad.
Yeah, I think it was shown a little bit more maybe at TGA, but yeah, it was not debuted there.
My bad. Okami 2 last year was the only thing I cared about. And that's sad. I'm just dude, I don't care. A lot of these games nowadays, not to jab, because I know there's Western developers that make good games. Trust me, I know. But a lot of these Western developed games look so similar to each other that I just don't care. I mean, I know a lot of other game That's why I've been mostly sticking to, Eastern-based company games and stuff like that. I hate being that way because it makes
Well,
it sound like
that and
I
indies,
only will.
honestly.
And indies, yeah, indies is another thing. There's some Western developers I like. We joke about them all the time, but I still care about Bethesda. I still like their games. But, was excited when Elder Scrolls 4 got a remake this year. Thought that was really nice. Everything else. Looking forward to Pragmatic game. Yeah, that game looks interesting. I'm actually kind of... I know that game had troubled development cycle, too, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that game kind of went quiet for a while.
Oh, shoot, it's almost my bedtime. I didn't realize how late it was getting.
Yeah, I was just going to say, and I just noticed the time myself
Oh
for
my
that
God.
same reason.
I guess that's what happens when I've been playing Mario Kart. Something I
yeah.
enjoy. Lose track of time.
I will say, we're not going to do a whole one of these, but I want to end this with one race of just Blue Show only, because we can do that, and it's just hilarious every time. It's not going to be a problem if you're not in first place. I'm going to hate it. I know I'm going to hate it if I ever get in first. Remember, because I'm going to get a lot of boos in this. Boo works like Mario Kart DS Boo, so you can drive off-road.
Thank God.
Yeah, that was
Mario
a thing
Kart
missing
DS
for like
was a
20
goat.
years, so I'm glad to see that it's finally back to the mechanic.
Mario Kart DS was a goat, man. I love Mario Kart DS.
Oh yeah,
That
that's
game
great.
was so good.
Too bad it helped give me carpal tunnel.
Yeah.
It's a great game, but man, that's snaking. I can't go back and play it because of the snaking. It's just so hard.
I'm sure I probably couldn't either. My wrists aren't as good as they used to be.
Oh
Take
yeah.
that
I was
out of
having to
context
write
quote.
a lot of different notes. Yeah, I guess. I had to write a lot of different notes so I can prepare sending my Joy-Con to Nintendo, and man, that killed my hand. I was only writing like maybe for 10 minutes, and that was enough to just kill it. Like, I know the feel.
Man.
I
If
know
you
the
had to
feel,
sit,
man.
I couldn't imagine like going through school right now and writing notes and stuff like that. My hands,
Yeah.
my wrist could not do that.
I'm spoiled with
literally
being
got
able to
really
do
bad
everything
wrists
digital.
now.
It's just so much more convenient, not to mention just better on the wrists.
Like I get carpal tunnel really easily.
Yeah. It's just, the problem I have is just holding something for too long in a cramped position. That's where it kind of triggers like that kind of feel of carpal tunnel. So I don't like the mouse mode control as much on the Switch 2 as I was hoping it would. But it's just because the Joy-Cons are so small. Well, I'm going to be playing a little bit of Prime 4 with the control and seeing if they map things well enough. Because if the mappings are all over the place on the face buttons with the same controller you're using the mouse with, I'm probably just going to use gyro control instead, because it'll actually not hurt my hands. Oh, this is one of the revamped intermissions. Well, now you get to see another one.
Oh God, is this the one that's really quick, like super quick?
The problem is I don't know which one you'd be talking about because all of them for Koopa Trooper are the answer of yes. But this one's not as bad now. The big fix for a lot of the Koopa Trooper ones is anytime you're driving to the course now, when you get there you do 2 laps instead of 1. So instead of a 15-second race, it's 30 seconds at the course.
Oh
So
no,
it's still pretty bad, but it's not as bad as it used to be. Because Koopa Trooper was literally just hold your items until you get the final lap. Once you get to the course, then just use power items, you win. That was literally the entire strat, every track to Koopa Beach. But now it's a little bit more strategy when you get there, which is really needed. I almost went in a straight line because I'm used to like the 5-month-old version of this track. It's been in the game for too long. I'm glad they're finally getting like our complaints with these intermissions and saying, yeah, we'll fix some of them. There are more that need to be fixed, but this is like a good start.
But give Nintendo crap for all the stuff that happened in this game. But you gotta admit, at least they're listening to people and they're fixing the crap that people are asking about.
Yeah, they need to. That's for sure, because this is a big selling game, so I just got 2 boosts. Okay. They need to listen to the complaints with this, because they have a long road to go with Mario Kart. And if people don't stick with it for long, which we saw a lot of people drop the game after a month or so, then it's going to be hard for them to make DLC or just continue selling the game in general over time. So fixing all those complaints will help with that.
Not only that, it's just the fact that, you know, this game's got a 97% attachment rate.
Yeah, because it's like everyone who has a Switch 2 has this game. Because it's like the most common game to get on the system. Like, it's bundled with the console. So it makes sense.
I noticed that I know when I say this, everybody's like, well, the Switch 2 additional game. That's not what I'm at. That's not what I'm saying. Do you think Nintendo's gonna do another $80 game after all the backlash this game came out?
I hope not, because yeah, I don't want to see that. We saw with Mario Kart World,
I don't either.
$80. We saw Microsoft and then 2K Games try it with like Borderlands 4 and Outer Wilds 2. They both failed horribly because people weren't buying it at 80, so they had to revert back to the 70 price tag. So people voted with their wallets and won. I hope that's also a sentiment that Nintendo sees, but Nintendo doesn't care. They price things however they feel like. So I don't know. Mario Kart World has sold really well, and they'll see that as an opportunity to say, well, we can just continue selling $80 games. People are going to buy it anyways.
It's just like all the other games that I've seen that Nintendo's brought out has been 70. This has literally been the only $80 game. And I'm like, just keep it that way, please.
Yeah, you see, and that's another thing too, Kira. I've seen people say that. Even the devs on the team of GTA 6 say, we think the game could be worth $100. But everyone's fought against that. Nobody has agreed with that statement. Everyone said that's terrible. But you know, no matter what that's priced at, people are going to buy it anyways. And that's going to cause a problem for the whole industry. Because then everyone's going to price their thing at the highest level, which would be 100. And then no one's going to buy AAA releases anymore. Because it's too expensive.
That's going to kill... I think that's what's going to kill AAAs more than anything. When they finally be like, oh, yeah, game's $100. Excuse me, what? No.
Yep.
Not we're talking base game. Not talking about your dang bundles or Ultimate Deluxe editions. We're talking about base game.
Yep. And that's where we're going, it feels like, because these companies are really wanting to maximize that profit at the customer's expense. And I'm hating the timeline. I'm hating to see what could happen. I'm worried about the GTA 6 price.
I am too. I mean, granted, it doesn't matter to me because I'm probably not going to buy
Let's go! Oh, damn it! I forgot, man. I hate motion shake control for Trick. I got the hard shortcut, and because I popped off, I failed it. I really wish you could turn that off. I'm pissed at myself now. All right, I got to do it again.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
I really did. What did I do? Move my arm up. Seriously, why can't you turn that off? I gotta get another... I swear, I'm not the Sonic Racing Glazer, but every time it comes up in conversation, it always has one over Mario Kart. You can turn off motion controls. In a moment like that is why I like being able to turn off motion controls, because you're gonna trigger it by accident.
It's okay, Lester. At least you're not trying to glaze Sonic Racing Cross Worlds by comparing it to Metro Prime Force to Metacritic score like I saw.
I mean, that doesn't make any sense. It's not even the same kind of game.
It's like, dude, it's not even the same freaking game. Who freaking cares? Okay? Sure, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds got an 82. Who cares about Metacritic scores? I'm sorry. Who the frick cares about them? You guys, if
apparently
you
some people
care that
really
much
do.
About Metacritic scores, when you already made the decision to buy the freaking game, you are not going to care about that in the first place. I mean, sure, if you're on the fence about the game, you can use the guides to do that, but let's be real. Like, half the games that we talk about all the time, we already had made the decision day one. We're going to buy this game.
Yeah, I mean, that's more or
Who
less how people
cares?
handle their purchase to begin with. They see the trailers, they look into review scores when the game's getting ready to come out, but they already know they're buying the game because they have interest in just playing it. They don't care the price, which is how we kind of got the argument about the pricing being kind of a mess in today's age. So it's just a matter of who cares about like the public opinion. You're going to have your own and you stick with it. And so many people take the public opinion to heart. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Can you turn off? I've never saw that option to turn off motion controls. I've looked. Motion shake for the trick has always been a thing that I just wanted off, and you can never turn it off. I can't check in between games. They don't let you pause. That's the only problem.
But yeah, like, that's the thing that was just always annoying. Is just the fact that people are like saying caring too much about Metacritic scores when you were already deciding to buy the game in the first place. Why do you care what a critic said?
Pretty
Half
much.
the time, I feel like critics don't. They put people who don't care about the series to review the game, so that's what causes them to have a bad score because they just don't like the game to begin with.
Yeah. Now the ad break's over, I can actually ask, because I just read your comic here, but where do you see in the options to turn off motion control for tricking? I've looked, I've never seen that option. Because as soon as you tell me where it is, it's going off. Like frame 1. I know it can help for certain shortcuts to have the trick boost on, but I've never found a good use for it. I've always messed things up instead of actually done a trick correctly with the tricking with motion. Plus, when you nail like one of the hardest shortcuts in the game, and it's just flat out, you get denied because of motion controls. I'm also bitter.
I love this course. I love this course. This is like one of my favorite courses.
Oh, this course was hot garbage
course
in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and it's one of the best courses in World. It really did feel like this was made for World instead.
Man, you're gonna hurt my feelings. I just liked it in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
It just was so janky in 8 Deluxe. Like, you literally drove through things in that one because it didn't have collision on like the poles. It was a good idea, but man, it didn't work for 8 Deluxe.
Sure it did. It just had anti-gravity activate.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, that was its gimmick for some reason. And then it also got added to the mobile game, and it felt even more janky there, which was like, okay, what? How do you make it worse? It's because the mobile game didn't have the anti-grav, so the pole situation is even weirder there from what I heard. But yeah. I kind of stopped playing toward the first week, so I wouldn't know. Oh, actually connected. Let's go. No, it didn't. That was lag. No. Yeah, I tried. Oh, come on. I got the Mega and then the bullet bill. What am I supposed to do with the bullet bill now? If you swap that order, it would have been better. Alright, we're only going to do one more race, and then we're going to be calling it a night for this. But like I said, that final race, because we have custom items, we got to try it. Blue show only. Trust me, it's a lot of fun. You're going to hate it, but you're also going to love it. It's literally the most party game mode that you can make for Mario Kart. That's why I think everyone should play it at least once, just to have a time where you can just laugh. Because you're going to have 6 blue shells on your rear at all times if you're in first. Yeah, normally, I mean, I've had the motion controls accidentally, like, activate because I maybe, like, move my hand down or something when I'm playing with the controller. That was my fault during the big whistle-stop shortcut because I popped off. And I don't do that unless I'm, like, on a camera, because that's just kind of the point. So, when I'm on camera, I get more expressive, and yeah, that bit me in the rear end. know I'm gonna need a high-speed combo.
Super Mario Bros. Oh my gosh, that's a Super Mario Bros. 3 remix.
Yeah, this is the athletic theme that we have playing right now. Unfortunately, I can't set one race, so I'm gonna leave the rules as they are, because it's not gonna matter. But, here we go.
January 5th? Can't wait a month for Metroid Prime 4.
Oh, you're thinking
What the
tilt
heck?
controls. Okay, yeah, that's an option you can turn off, but by default, shake tricking is on and you can't turn that off at all.
That's alright, I guess I'll have to wait until a month. Fine.
Well, honestly, if you have to
If
wait
not,
that
I'll
long,
just
I
go
would
to-
cancel your one order and get it somewhere else, because that's terrible. I wouldn't wait a
Yeah,
month.
I'm gonna probably do it. I'll probably do that. Sorry, I meant to say that. I meant to say that, not wait a month.
I mean, hopefully
I'm tired,
that's just
I wanna
a
go to
bad
bed.
shipping date, because that is stupid, if that's true.
That is stupid. I'm not waiting until January 5th to play Metroid Prime 4. Give me a break. You got me screwed, man. I ain't doing that.
Okay, mine
I
did
like this
ship.
bike.
I like how it's scheduled in US, like off that car. But I don't know where it's coming from.
I like this bike, the Rob Hog.
And thus it begins. Get wrecked, Burger Toad. And here it comes. I'm gonna get wrecked. Dude, I'm looking at all the blue shells behind me. This is why I love this mode, because you're not supposed to take this mode seriously. You are going to lose. But it's funny. This is where 200cc would really come into play, because that would make this actually a lot more playable. You can outrun the blue shells with more speed.
Holy crap! What
But
is
obviously
going
here
on?
we don't have any of that.
Let you guys go on ahead. I'll cover your rear.
Oh, sweet mother of God. I had like 7 on me to knock me in the pit.
Literally. Okay, no. Bowser Jr. was in first, and he got an item cart, and he threw a blue shell at himself.
Yep, that will happen. Yeah, yep, I'm not the only one who thought that. See, the CPUs don't know the break before blue shell. But us humans do.
You know, I'll let you guys
Oh,
go.
my God.
I'm fine. I'm fine. You guys can go on ahead. It's fine. Yeah. Still got caught in the crossfires.
Yo, same. I just got hit, and then I tried to actually get a drift boost, and I got hit again. Second blue shell at that point.
It's all blue shells. That's all this is. It's just blue shells.
Yep, it's oops all blue shells.
Ember's like, I'm glad I'm not playing. That's chaotic. Yeah.
And that is why we love this kind of mode. Now, I'm glad we have custom items for something like this, though. If you don't know how to do the blue shell dodge, now you can easily set up a custom game to do this. Because now you just set up a game with mushrooms and blue shell, and then you can play maybe in 2 players to get a guaranteed blue shell. So if you don't know the timing, now you can practice.
Oh my sweet mother of blue shells. Don't get first. Don't get first. No. We're going
See,
off
I
this.
love how that's the
no.
mentality. The real winner is second place here because they don't get screwed by 11 blue shells.
Hot the crossfires. I just finished watching Free Run. I really like that anime.
Oh, it's so
really
good.
Yeah.
Can't wait for season 2. 'Cause I know it's in the
I can't wait
works.
to see it. Dude, ever since I started watching Crunchyroll, I've been happy about it. I've just been getting caught up on my anime. Ah, no. I'm not doing. Holy crap! What is this? What is this?
Ah, crap. I thought there were no more blue
Oh
shells.
my
My
God.
bad. My bad.
Oh my god, that was at least 11 blue shells on me. Are
Yeah,
you
that's
kidding
about
me?
right. That's about right. See, I love this mode for that reason. Because this is the equivalent of trying to win a Mario Party game by chance time alone. You literally don't have any control of any of your actions. Yeah, it's the ultimate game of chicken. That's another way to put it, too. I love blue shell only. You're not supposed to take it seriously. So if you do, I'm sorry. Alright, that's it. I'm quitting. I had to give everyone the torture once. You're lucky I didn't say let's do that for 4 whole races, because it's fun, but I know you guys will get fatigued after race 2.
I saved the video, Amber, if you want to post it on the server later. That was nuts. Starts in January. Cool.
Later. Oh, that's really soon. I didn't know it was coming out in the very beginning of the year, because I thought it'd be a few months in. That's good. Now we wait for 200cc Blue Shell only. That's what I'm waiting on until I make a video on that kind of thing for a challenge run. Because I did that in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. 200cc Blue Shell only, you actually have a chance, because you can outrun the Blue Shells. But until then, it's what you just saw here. There's physically no way of outrunning them. So you're always going to get hit. Even at the highest speed cap on a character, it's still impossible.
Did you see all that? That was at least 10 Blue Shells on me.
Yeah, it was great. I know, like, in the very beginning, I had 7. So I think you one-upped the highest limit I saw on a character.
Here's.
But before we end, I have all those cases. I gotta at least talk about that, at least, because I gotta have a reason for bringing these over to my desk.
Oh God! Ethan, you were the victor in the chicken race. That's
yeah.
for sure.
I need to give a special shout out to the first case. This is why I say, yeah, you make good decisions with your cases, Max. I remember on the Switch 1, I got this one with my Switch 1, and this is hot garbage. The one officially from Nintendo. It was terrible. This thing is like a very small little bag, and it has like no real protection inside of it at all. It does have a little flip stand thing to use for when you're using the system in handheld mode to store some games, but to actually put your system in it was bad, because you put it in just like that.
That's
where
the
it
case
just sits
you got?
on top of like the game stuff, so it covers it. But the problem was the joysticks always poke through. So what was the point on this? It was kind of stupid design, I felt, from the company. Like, it worked, but it was so small. The only benefit to this, it fit in my backpack on the side pouch. That was literally it. So then, I actually got this. This is why I got this with the Switch 2 at Best Buy that night. Then I got the system. It's the SonicGhost travel case. This actually fits the Switch 1 and the Switch 2. Look, that's what I'm using for my Switch OLED going forward. In comparison. Actually feels like it has heft. You can use up to 10 different games inside of the system. There's some pads in here that you have to use to convert it, because the Switch OLED is just too big. That you need to use something like this, like these little foam pads, to fix that problem, kind of fill in the gaps. But the fact that it fits both the 1 and the 2 is really nice. I think this was the same price as the case Nintendo was offering, and that case in question was another one of these piece of garbage cases. Why are we still making these? Don't. Please don't. They are so bare bones. And the screen protectors are literal plastic pieces, so even the screen protector's worthless. So, that's what I've been using this next case. It's been really good. Really nice and solid. But I did this in the video too, when that's coming out eventually. I have to give a shout out to that Steam Deck case that comes with the system because it has a molding for the actual console. The reason why I like this so much is if you need to work on the Steam Deck, like you're going to open up the back panel so you can get to like the SSD, for example. What you want to do, because you can easily scratch the screen if you're not careful working on this, just take your Steam Deck case, and you know how it has the cutouts for how it's designed, put the system in with the joysticks facing inwards, and now you can work on your system without scratching it. This is fantastic. No other case I've used for any system literally is molded to the case. So you can't do stuff like this.
That's nice.
I legitimately am shocked that this just comes with every Steam Deck, because it's the best case I've ever used for any portable, and it's just because of it's being molded to the system. I'm shocked, because normally the best kind of cases were like that next case I just showed because of like the storage, and that's pretty bare bones, but it's better than like the leather crap. So
yeah,
the one you showed here, like that traveler bag. That's still even better than the one I was even talking about from Nintendo. Because this can also fit the system from what I saw with like grips on it, which is really nice. And also some cables. So that is already miles better too. Yeah, also like good for protection. Every case I've used seemed to have some kind of like mesh material so it doesn't like scrape the screen. As the case, you got the one I was showing off before here, the next case, Ethan. Because that would make sense. This was a big seller from what I understand when the Switch 2 came out in June. Saw a lot of people get these in that store that day. But I guess that... Okay, how do you segue from that? That's it. That's how you do it, I guess. All right, without, either way, though.
Yeah.
Tonight was fun, though. I'm glad we were able to check out some of these newer updates and modes in Mario Kart World. It was fun to get back to this game after not playing it for a while. Because, again...
Yeah.
Vote for Sonic Racing Crossroad for the best racing game. Not biased at all, nope. In all seriousness, now I feel like these games are a lot closer because I don't like some of the structure of World still, but it's a lot better. I just hope they keep on improving on this game because I felt, and I mentioned it yesterday when it was brought up, but I felt that this game came out a little too soon, if that makes sense. Like, this feels like it still needed a little bit more time in the oven, but Nintendo needed something for the Switch 2's launch. So this game kind of felt like it released with certain things missing because they needed another like 3 months to finish it up.
Yeah.
And we're seeing evidence of that like 3 months in, and they start adding new modes via updates and then reworking things, like how one of their update notes in one of the previous patches, I think, was labeled like, yeah, several other issues have been addressed to improve the gameplay experience. And one of those patches that had that specific note changed the entire trick boost system. So your car just got faster in an update, and it broke time trials. Like, people have to redo everything. So that feels like, to me, the game came out a little too early, needed a little couple months, but they're starting to like fix things because they're having that time for the updates. I mean, I hope we get back to the point where Mario Kart 8 Deluxe felt like at the end of its life, just with so many different options. I want a tournament mode. That'd be so nice to have back too, because that was one of my favorite things in 8 and 8 Deluxe. So there's more to look forward to here.
Yeah.
But no, that's pretty much it though for tonight. So this was fun. Thanks to everyone who played along tonight. We'll probably revisit this sometime in the future, but something tells me it might be Sonic again because there'll probably be a festival in a week. Knowing that team, that probably is happening because we got more DLC coming probably by the end of the month, if not beginning of next month for the Season Pass stuff. So I know that's going to happen next. But that's all I got. Again, I know my copy now is shipped for Prime 4, so I will say, if I get it in before 7 p.m. my time tomorrow for the normal stream slot, I'm going to do a first impressions of the game, just play it for a bit, and just get a feel of it on Switch 1 and 2. If not, we'll probably play something else and save that for next week. I'll literally be playing that one by ear. So I'm just giving people heads up if you want to try to avoid spoilers, because that is a thing that's going to happen. I'm going to be playing the game for like 3 to 4 hours. So some of the beginning story beats will be shown, just as your heads up. But that's pretty much all I have, though, for tonight. Do you want to mention anything yourself before we head out, Matt?
I have edited the next part of Sonic Origins, and I have it uploaded. I'm just gonna go and fix up a thumbnail real quick and edit the description, but it should be out tomorrow. And it's kind of a big thing. It's a good thing we're doing it now because Lester's gonna be in that video tomorrow.
Hi, it's me. I made some of it. That's kind of why.
Yeah,
we
he
tag teamed them.
Made a majority of it.
I mean, yeah, I guess there's one way to put it.
But yeah, that video will be out tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be able to get the rest of it. My goal for the end of this year is to hopefully get most of Sonic Origins done. I really want to get that game done so I can just focus on Baten Kaitos and get it all squared away. So.
Yeah, and based on what you have left, what I've seen in your workflow, you're getting there.
Yeah, I'm getting there really close to finishing it. I just have, after this and one more video after that, I have like one big hurdle I still have to go through, and after that it's pretty much that big hurdle, and then then one last video. That's it. So, yeah. That's it. I'm going to be streaming on Saturday. If I'm not here by tomorrow when Lester streams. Yeah, I'm going to stream Saturday, more Kingdom Hearts Level 1 Proud Mode. And probably dying some more times.
Yeah, which makes sense. Oh, and I guess also then PSA, Matt and Ethan, go get the Sonic Racing Crossroad. Apparently it's a $5 update. That's even cheaper than what I expected. See, why can't you do that, cool. Nintendo? Your Switch 2 editions are double the price of Sonic. Another win for Sonic, huh? Man, we are becoming a Sonic Racing Crossroads glazing stream. I don't even mean for that to happen. They just do it themselves.
Only for 2 weeks. Oh, wow.
Yeah, definitely get the upgrade on a 2-week discount. That's, yeah. Do it. Do it. But yeah, no, that's it. Like I said, depending on if I get my copy tomorrow, will I be streaming Prime 4 or something else? Maybe we'll go back to that Pikmin Squared if I don't get my copy. We'll see. Just keep an eye on the YouTube when the stream goes up, and also let people know on the socials. So for now, that's gonna do it though for tonight. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Take care and have a good night, everybody.
Bye, guys.